You got Marco.
That's not. No, that's play.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. Howdy, boy.
How are you, sir?
I'm all right.
Living the American dream out there, doing what you possibly can to improve the world.
Yeah, I think we could improve the world if everybody just kept their mouth shut.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is definitely
You know
fair.
what I mean? Because I wonder if we're past the point of sitting at a table and kind of coming to solutions, because then the bigger issue is who gets credit. Right?
For sure.
It's a crazy thing.
Absolutely. Leroy, I know it's already in progress. So why don't you give us a leaderboard update for the Open Championship?
I'm sorry.
This update is brought to you by the Edwin Watts Golf Shops.
Give me a second.
Get there. Yesterday, you had mentioned that it was brutal. It was brutal to start off.
Little bit easier today.
Nice. That's a good start.
Some guys making some moves. Hold on. I've been
last we had checked, a lot of people though were kind of tied up at, I think, under 2. I think you had mentioned there was a couple people.
Yeah. There was hold on, I gotta refresh.
That's fair.
Because for some reason.
While Leroy does that, want to remind you guys.
All right, I got it.
Cool.
All right, we got some we got a couple of guys that are kind of getting away with it. Shane Lowry, who was leading yesterday, he's at 2 under today at 7 under. He's already won one of these, so he's think of what you've been seeing in golfers. You know, the tall, slender, long, rangy type of guys that hit it a mile. Shane Lowry is a thickums. But he can play.
Is he Irish?
Yes.
I see like weird. Yeah,
yes.
He's from Ireland. Yeah, I'm looking at him now. Oh, he's got a red.
Yeah, he's a thickums. Then we got Daniel Brown, who he had the lead yesterday at 6 under. Now he's at +1 at 5 under. Justin Rose, we're familiar with. He's 4 under. Scotty Scheffler, 3 under.
Oh, we gotta watch that. That's who Dono has. I think Dono's got some money on Scotty.
Yeah. Let's get to the highest. Scotty Scheffler, Russell Henley is at -2. B. Horschel, as Solana would say.
Yeah, Billy.
Well, guess what ties Billy has down here? He went to Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's a Gator?
He's a Gator.
No,
so he is at 3 under. And then you got a couple of guys at 1 under. Let's see. Xander Schauffele, he's at 1 under. He's +1 for the day. Patrick Cantley's making a move. He's at 1 under for the tournament. And
he was
then
1 under. What are the odds of them catching the guy who's like -7?
I would say if you're anywhere within maybe 6 or 7 shots going into tomorrow, because the weather's so unpredictable. And the thing about this championship is if you could get the bad draw, an 80 is waiting for you. Right.
Damn.
So yeah, it gets real tough. Brooks Koepka looks like he'll make the cut. Colin Morikawa, Tiger and Phil and those guys, I have to get down to my double digiters. Tiger's at 14 over.
14 over?
Yeah.
So he's 21 strokes behind the leader?
Oh no, he won't be playing on the weekend. We call that the old trunk slam.
Yeah.
Let's see where Mickelson might make the cut. Let me see. He was playing pretty good.
One of the top 100 athletes of the 21st century, according to ESPN.
Yeah, that's I think the Phil Mickelson will make the cut. He's at +5. The cut line is going to be right at 4 or 5. Looks like +5 at right now. So he'll make the cut. Other than that, that's really about it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your golf leaderboard update brought to you by the Edwin Watts Golf Shops. Get there. We'll continue to monitor the Open Championship throughout the rest of the day. Let's get to some headlines. These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Not too much going on locally. You know, Marlins back in action today.
That's our only action.
Yeah, that's essentially the only action we'll be having, unless you're interested in betting on Jake Paul this weekend. But
is he fighting? He's not fighting Tyson. He's fighting
Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
Yeah, he's fighting Mike Perry, and Mike Perry known for his bare knuckle activities right now, which Conor McGregor recently became a part owner of that company and called out Jake Paul as well. So, you know, it's always interesting to see the circus, but I definitely won't pay for it. I'll tell you what.
The thing is that we expect talking from certain people in the fight game.
Yeah.
Right. That's just the way it is. And so we have to, you know, what part of this is for the show and what part of it is like, we know Masvidal stand on business.
Yep.
Right. We know a guy like Poirier, he ain't gonna hardly say nothing. He gonna keep it clean and whatever. But I like, at what point do we just look at these guys as just being tough as hell and what they saying doesn't mean anything once they get in that ring? And that's what I say about Conor McGregor. You ain't want to fight in 4 or 5 years.
I remember.
Right.
To me, he's kind of like Deshaun Watson is to you.
Little bit different. Because at what point in time Conor McGregor was on top of the world, right? Yeah. And so all that talk was entertaining. As he started losing, all that talk became, you know, but he's still being who he's been. The thing about Deshaun Watson is that it's been so long since he's played good football that you're kind of wondering, in the same sense, and I guess I would agree with you with this, as far as Conor, does he have it in him?
Yeah.
Right. And I, you know, it's a tough thing. Like, I love the way people think you can just take a year away or a couple of years away from something that you've been accustomed to doing every single day and just pick up where you left off. You know, that's what the problem I have with some of these injuries of these guys returning, where you're not going to play football for a year. How long is it going to take you to get acclimated? How far is it going to get you to trust your injury? How long is it going to take you to get up to speed? You know, because doing barefoot shuttle drills ain't getting you ready for that 300 plus, you know, lineman sitting across from you that's been playing football for the last year.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of things that go into coming back from an injury. It's not like a boo-boo, you out a couple of weeks. You know, so these are things that when you see players not play for a substantial amount of time, you got to just ask yourself. I'm not saying it's not gonna be possible, because one of the things about Phillips is he's young, right? He's he hasn't been playing. It's not his 8th or 9th year.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even think he's yeah, he did. I was gonna say I don't even think he's on that second contract yet.
No, he didn't get it yet. This is his 4th year.
Gotcha. But yeah, definitely if anyone's gonna be able to bounce back, it's gonna be someone who's, in that part of their career.
Right. And so yeah, there's some questions. What about Chubb? He's been in the league for a minute. Right?
Yeah, definitely a little bit older. Not,
right.
He's not too old, but definitely older than someone like Jaelan Phillips. It'll probably take him a little bit longer to bounce back.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, he had already had some injury history.
Right, exactly. So, these are questions that you ask, just not saying that it's not possible, but things you have to consider.
Yeah.
Right. You like, even with Conor McGregor, we have to consider that we've seen the best version of Conor McGregor.
Oh, that's long gone.
Right. I mean, we have to consider that we've already seen the best of Deshaun Watson. Now, a little bit different at quarterback, right? Because we've had guys not play quarterback for a while and then have this, this comeback, right? I played with a guy like that. I played with Randall Cunningham, who was out of football and came back and was amazing.
Call that the Joe Flacco.
Well, yeah, Joe, the stuff like that, right? But it's that position. You're not doing that you're not leaving the game and then coming back, a couple of years later at running back and then running for 1,500. You're not doing it even at wide receiver, linebacker, offensive lineman. There's a lot of things. The only guy that I can think of, and you might not even know this guy, I remember he took time off and then came back, and I think they won a Super Bowl with John Riggins.
Oh, and I have no idea.
With the Redskins. That goes to show you. I know you don't know that, because the Redskins at one point were really, really good.
John Riggins?
Mm-hmm.
They have him listed as a fullback.
Yeah, but they back then. I mean, so was Zonka.
His nickname was Riggo.
So was I mean, back then it didn't matter. Like, you had I want to say San Francisco had 2 running backs that had 1,000 yards rushing, and one was a fullback. Like, just the different, it's a different time, right? You were a running back and everybody got, damn near the same amount of carries.
Leroy, I have been keeping up with the Stanley Cup. Have you had a chance?
No, where is it?
Keep an eye. So our boy Matthew Tkachuk. Well, first it went to Zito. Zito was the first one to have it. Bill Zito, the man who orchestrated the entire thing.
The water bottle thrower.
Yeah, he was the first one to get it. He went fishing with it. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
That lose that thing on the ocean.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look though, if there's anybody who I have to forgive if they end up doing any sort of damage to the cup, it's Bill Zito. If anyone does it, it's like
he was emotionally invested in that thing.
Yeah. Oh, he was angry, dude. He was angry. But it was good though, because he was a reflection of the fan base. You look at Paul Maurice, you look at the team, and they're chilling. And they're like, and we're thinking, are these guys taking it seriously enough?
Right.
And, we look at Bill Zito and these guys.
I look at that as one of their attributes, one of the things that got them over the hump.
Definitely.
Right? The fact that they were able to stay level-headed regardless of how bad or how good things were going. And it's pretty amazing that throughout the whole season, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, the one thing that you can count on is Paul Maurice and that team staying level-headed.
Now, Matthew Tkachuk took the cup back to St. Louis.
Yeah.
See him here at a local Italian restaurant. He stopped. He had some food, took pictures.
Why does he look 12 on the left picture?
He does look very young. You know why? he's healthy and he just won the cup. He's re-energized. That's why.
Yeah.
Usually we see him run down at the end of the season where he's just been fighting all season.
Right.
This is him. This was on Will Mento's Twitter. Him sleeping with the cup.
You know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
You know the guy, what, Tony?
Yeah.
The cup keeper. He's outside the room. Look, everything all right in there?
Everyone all good, huh?
Everything good?
Yeah,
Everything good? He outside with paper towels and cleaning. Like, wait, everything all right in there?
Y'all good? Everyone good?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been not
it would have been cool. You know what I thought would have been cool if and this is just for the purposes of like never happening before.
Yeah.
If the NBA championship and they would have took the Stanley Cup to the school they went together, went to school, the same school they went to together.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
That would have been, yeah, for sure. Like they can, like, how many people can say 2 champions from one, one school, one area?
They can't do it because one is in Paris.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Leroy, today in the year 1941, this cartoon duo made their official debut.
Tom and Jerry.
Hey,
let me tell you something about you young folks.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid, I watched the cartoons with no talking.
Yeah.
And was amused.
Yeah. That was the best, though. I do remember watching. Obviously, they weren't like new, but I did find myself gravitating towards old, Looney Tunes
with the music.
Yeah, man.
You know something. Hey,
those are orchestras.
When that music went down, you knew something was about to be up. Somebody was about to get hit with an anvil or something.
Yeah. Although
you see Tom and Jerry, Roadrunner,
Meep.
didn't have any talking. And then later on in my youth, they made Tom and Jerry talk.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah. We don't need acting.
No, it worked. It was a simple formula for quite some time. Give me some violence, and let me kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But you know what was interesting? When my son was born, I thought, hey, let me put on these old cartoons. Pretty simple, it's not all just like music and high energy stuff. I had to change it immediately because all of a sudden Daffy Duck was going to war against Nazis, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing? What are we even doing here? What are we even?"
Where's the comedic humor in this? Right? Where's the
dark? Yes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of murder.
I think y'all don't. Let me see. When I was a kid, we had Speed Racer.
Ooh.
Laugh Olympics.
Laugh Olympics. Yeah, I don't know
that
one. Gotta look it up.
With the Rottens and it was like 3 teams.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Tom and Jerry. We had
Yogi Bear.
We had Bugs and Friends. Bugs Bunny and Friends.
Did the Laugh Olympics have everybody? It looks like it has everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see like Scooby-Doo here. Scooby-Doo was listen.
Scooby-Doo. I watch a Scooby-Doo right now.
Scrappy-Doo. Nah,
Scrappy-Doo. Yeah, Scrappy-Doo was a later edition.
Yep.
But Scooby-Doo. Then when they did it, they crossed over and made a Real People movie.
Yep. Yeah. That, if I'm not mistaken,
Freddie Prinze was in it.
Yeah. There's like a fun fact about that Scooby-Doo movie that like I think the director or something like that went on to direct something else that's pretty crazy. But I don't know. James Gunn, there you go. James Gunn did the screenplay for it, and James Gunn went on to do Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah, so his first star was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Pretty good indeed. When we come back, we have your latest news for Dolphins. We got your latest
listen. I'm gonna tell you this. There's only one bit of Dolphins news I need to hear,
Yeah.
And by the sounds of it, I'm not going to hear it. Therefore, it's not Dolphins news.
That's fair. It's probably some stupid roster move that somewhere at the bottom
right.
of
Like, well, here's what's going to happen this time of year.
Yeah.
So and so has been put on PUP, and the Dolphins have signed X.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what they do right before camp.
Yeah.
Right. And then you'll hear the reporters and you'll hear all the guys who write about the Dolphins say, in 3 weeks, they have to determine whether so-and-so will be ready by the start of the season or within the first 6 weeks. Otherwise, they'll leave him on PUP. If they bring him back, then somebody's going to get cut. That's it.
Well, look, when there's no Dolphins news, when there's no Heat news, when there's no Marlins
It's news. It's news. But
what do you do then, Leroy? You play more games.
Oh.
You play more games. We got the silly sauce. We got trivia. We got tickets to give away. Stick around. We got much more on the Tobin and Leroy Show.
Give my heart something to sink in. Better make it to nothing I won't do for another round of me and you. I know it's
my girl.
Hmm.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show.
You take some time away.
Yeah. When you hear that song coming, just know I'm about to take some time off.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show live here. Tobin is out. He will be back next week live from Indianapolis for Big Ten Media Day festivities they got going on over there. Leroy holding things down with your boy, Figgy in the background, yelling Channel 3 as usual. I know. Every day. Like, I know. I do this on purpose. I know.
Every day. Every day.
Please. Channel 3. I know. All these things happen on purpose.
Not hi, how you guys doing?
Nope.
Good morning.
Nope.
Right? Wow. Now she's getting aggressive.
Yeah. Can't fight me if you're not here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, the fight start at 10.
Oh, yeah.
the fight start at 10. Ain't gonna be no fight.
When we last left, I had mentioned we had Dolphins news.
All right.
Leroy quickly corrected and said, "No, we don't." And he was right. He was definitely
so. Did somebody get put on PUP?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the normal suspects, as you would think: Jaelan Phillips, Bradley Chubb,
right,
and some players you don't know and won't ever know. To be honest,
just keep in mind, this is a way for teams to have, like, you say if your roster is 80,
yeah,
right, you're gonna have 90-something guys practicing early in camp because your PUP guys, your injury guys, you're going to be able to bring other guys in. So it's going to look like a lot more than what the roster calls for. And that's just a way of maybe you want to get a look at a guy, right? You know for sure that Phillips ain't going to be ready for week 1.
No,
right?
For sure.
So you just put him on. Now, where it gets tricky, and I'm going to say this again, before the season starts, right? If a guy's on PUP for the first week, he has to sit out 6 weeks. So if Bradley Chubb or Jaelan Phillips are on PUP week 1, that means that they cannot be put on the roster until week 6. So that'll be an indication of where they are, right? If they are on the regular roster, then there may be signs that they might be able to return before week 6.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that.
Right.
So now, before I didn't care about the PUP list because I had no idea what the hell it even meant. But now I know to watch it for week 1 because, like you said,
right. It'll be an indication. It'll be an indication of now, and these rules change. So I'm just going by the rules that I am familiar with in recent history.
It sounds right. I'm not even going to question.
Right. So that's, don't worry about now.
Yeah.
Putting somebody on PUP when training camp starts is just a tool, a tactic.
And it's still the same, by the way. You're right on that. Players on PUP are excluded from practicing and playing during the first 6 weeks of the regular season.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So
they've been more reluctant to give Bradley Chubb's like timeline or updates on how he's returning. So I'm assuming he's probably going to start the season off.
Or maybe he's just not here.
Wow.
See, that stuff, Jaelan Phillips is here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
It doesn't mean he's not getting his work in. Just means that he may not be here. And that's why you see more film. But again, watching the guy work out barefoot, think about this.
Yeah.
When you see a guy working out, when you see a guy rehabbing, right? Think about what it takes to play football and how far he is away from that.
Yeah.
Don't just look at it. Oh, look, he's doing this. He's doing that. Right? I mean, it's been, what, 8 months?
Since Bradley Chubb's injury or
No,
Jaelan?
since Jaelan Phillips.
No, hasn't been
10 months.
It was Black. Yeah, it was Black Friday.
So the end of November,
Yep.
right? You're talking about 8 or 9 months.
Yep.
And he still can't really work out in shoes. I'm
You
talking
don't
about
know
cutting
that.
and stuff.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Based on the barefoot drill.
Yep.
And the barefoot, you do it barefoot so you don't have all that traction. Right? Like, come on. Man, look, I spend a lot of time rehabbing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
I would notice. I'm like, he looks good to me.
Right. You just see him moving. You don't realize that, oh, why is he barefoot? He's barefoot because the cleats give you grip. You don't want to tweak. You don't want to put any undue pressure on that Achilles just yet. You're not there yet.
Yeah.
And so that's how you have to, and running a straight line. Yeah, he's running, but it's just a straight line and he's not exploding into run. He's just kind of, gradually getting into it. So, there's a couple of signs where you'll get an idea of how close he is. Here's one. If you see him getting in a 3-point stance, that's probably one of the last steps because that's the position that requires the most explosion and weight load on that Achilles. So if he's doing everything standing up, that means he's not ready to explode off of that thing yet. You see what I mean? If he's doing that same shuttle drill in cleats.
Yeah.
Right? Now he's getting closer to
these are all now things that I can watch now as like, you look
but
at
that's what I watch with a lot of injuries. There's steps to it.
Yeah.
Right? There's steps to it. But keep in mind, you seen him run in a straight line, and that was 9 months after injury. So, like to say, he's back.
Okay. He was moving on that ladder drill, though.
Yeah. Yeah, without shoes.
Okay. Yes, fine. Granted.
That's a big step, dude. That's not a small step. He was
what
moving.
I like, though.
Yes, 9 months.
Yeah.
And that 9 months, and he could do shuttle drill barefoot.
I mean,
he got a ways to go. But that's okay. Because especially with him, you got to be more careful. There's a number of things why you have to be extra careful. One, he's in his 4th year. So now you're going to have to decide whether to pay him. Right? So you want to make sure he's healthy before you even invest that type of money in him. Right? 2, you need him. So it does no good for him to come back at 50 or 60 or 70% and be in and out of the lineup for the rest of the year. You see? Yeah. So you guys just have to pay attention. Pay attention. You'll figure out. You can see certain things. Not soon as somebody do something athletic, go, oh, he's back. No, relax, man. Relax.
I'm gonna go ahead and take all these points and pretend they're mine when I talk to other people.
And you're gonna take all those points, and then when Tobin get back and say, he's back, baby.
He's back. When we come back, Leroy, like I mentioned all week, it is a list season.
Oh, yeah. Somebody listen. I didn't even see the list.
Yeah.
I got a text from one of my boys. He said, ESPN just came out with a top 100.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, what I can't listen. Everybody has a biased opinion.
Yep.
It's biased. We know that. But even if you don't like a guy, or even if you have issues with a guy, the numbers are the numbers in certain situations, right? Like this isn't Tua didn't have numbers on a team that was 3-14. Right? Up until the end, Tua had numbers on a team that was competing for a division and a high seed.
Yep.
And so like the fact that they didn't end up there,
they were talking
ended up right, exactly. And so to all of a sudden, right? Go, And he ain't the guy. He ain't like you change your mind that quick, right? They're it's I hate when football people, right? Football people are so quick to dismiss a player on a team sport, right? For the same thing, reasons why they say, oh, the Jets are going to be a contender after not watching Aaron Rodgers play football for a whole year at 40, right? Yeah. And everybody's saying that. They dismissed Tua, who actually put numbers up. It's just crazy to me.
Yep. Like I said, these lists, they're coming out, and we've seen it. They disrespect our team often. But a Miami Dolphin has snuck into this Bleacher Report list that ranks the NFL's top 25 players under the age of 25. We got more on that list and a much more show when we come back.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored
Please. May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand?
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. A fun Friday on the schedule.
I was watching something on it's either YouTube or something like that. That Eminem said he would never get into that beef with Drake because he got nothing but love for Drake.
Yeah, I've been seeing. We played the Steph Curry video yesterday of him hating that song, and Lil Wayne recently was spotted in a club, rocking an OVO chain and saying they not like us, talking about Kendrick or something like that. Long story short, there's been more people coming to Drake's defense or like.
But I don't. The thing is that Drake don't need nobody's defense. He put himself out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is he didn't fully commit. That's my thing. Like you went in there, you pulled out the gun, and then you never shot it. And
but he should have just never went out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody was minding.
They went after him. To be honest, they would. He was vibing, and then all of a sudden, Kendrick was like, "Big 3, it's just big me." And then J. Cole was like, "I don't like that." But then he's like, "Oh, but I love you, Kendrick, and I love you so much." And he went like a baby. I'll never have respect for J. Cole.
I just think that like we all sometimes you get to a point where you think you're untouchable.
Yes, right? this was
whatever, and this was one of those situations where Drake kind of went out there like he could say whatever because he got the support of everybody, and then he got a little clap back, and now everybody's like, "Oh, coming to defense of Drake." No, you don't have to. He made a terrible assumption. He assumed he could say whatever, and everybody was just gonna back him, and then somebody snapped back at him, and now like they ain't like us.
What I didn't like is that I felt like we're at the basketball court, and this guy's talking trash, and then this guy's talking trash, right. And then at the end of the day, Drake. Kendrick put up a good shot, put up a good basket, and then Drake took his ball and went home.
Right.
And it's like, what are we doing here? I thought we were hooping here.
Here's the deal, though.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. They were fighting, right?
Yep.
And then Kendrick Lamar kicked him in the junk.
Yep.
Right? Because, some of the things that was being said about Drake's personal life, I would say if people know that stuff, you probably shouldn't go after folks. So your private stuff could stay private.
It's a fight.
But if you get personal, and then somebody throw all your business out there, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I 100% agree. Where like they were fighting, and then Kendrick was like, "All right, I'm about to hit you with a low blow." But like, if someone hits you with a low blow, are you gonna be like, "Hey, I'm going home now," or are we okay? So I guess this is the type of fight we're doing. I was watching actually, and you know what? This is actually to come to the defense of Mike Tyson. Everyone sees the Mike Tyson ear biting of Evander Holyfield and is like, how could someone resort to doing such a crazy thing? And he's a crazy man. I can't believe he did that. I'm not excusing it whatsoever. But I recently saw footage of that fight. And prior to it happening, there were 2 headbutts and 3 low blows.
Well, that's just when you see that's just the clash of styles.
Yeah.
Because Evander fights close. You want to get close to Tyson.
And I don't think
that's kind of and Evander has been a headbutter his whole career because he leads with his head almost. Right. Yeah. So it wasn't I'm purposely trying to headbutt you. It's just a clash of styles. Now it's annoying.
For sure.
Right. It's like when a lefty, when a righty fights a southpaw, it's annoying because it looks clumsy and you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's kind of the nature of the fight game. But Tyson is, come on, dude. Right.
Probably should have been his ear for sure. Probably should have been his ear off.
Right. but there's a difference in biting and biting. He was.
He was.
Yeah.
He really He really went for it, to say the least.
Right.
Which is what Drake should have did. He should have went for it, dude.
But here's the thing. Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. If the dude you talking trash about don't have business out there that you do, then you got to be careful with how you go after somebody, knowing that your closet is a lot fuller than his. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
And if you don't consider that, you just go full steam ahead, and then it gets revealed or your closet get opened up. Not what you do, because you can't go back at him. There ain't nothing you can go back at him about that's gonna match some of the stuff he done exposed to you.
I think you go like, for example, if I'm in a fight and I know the guy is gonna kick my ass, I'm gonna give him a shot before I go, though. Like, if I'm Drake,
There's nothing here.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Drake could come back with.
Yeah.
Right. That'll match some of the things that have been exposed about him or said about
These are
him.
accusations, Leroy. These are all mudslinging tactics.
Okay, but guess what?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody, you hear anybody say, oh, that's too much. That ain't right.
Everyone likes to see the downfall. Everyone
No,
loves.
but I'm just saying, even people that support Drake.
Yeah. Well,
right?
that's the crazy thing about this. Every single one of these people were all Drake this, Drake that. You know, he's on my song, #1 hit. As soon as things got real, it was like, all right, I'm gonna let you deal with this. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because nobody don't want to be caught up in that.
See,
that's his closet.
But now, if you see the people who are coming to the defense, we're talking about the Waynes, the Eminems.
Well, I would say this. Here's the deal. People like Lil Wayne and Eminem don't never have no beef with nobody. So they could defend everybody, right? Eminem could defend everybody because he don't never, if he have something to say, he'll say it. But before he say it, he gonna say what you would say about him first. Right? So you ain't got no comeback. He done already exposed it.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone has successfully beefed with Wayne either. I don't
because he don't beef with nobody.
I mean, he's a GOAT. Wayne is a GOAT.
Right. But he don't beef with nobody, right? Yeah. He just out there making music with everybody. It don't matter. And so he can come in and say, you know, he can defend whoever, right? Because he ain't got no, like, you know, but I think like between Eminem and Lil Wayne, they appreciate the work that maybe they did with Drake. I don't know, or the situations they've had with Drake. So they not going to pile on. And that's basically what that is.
Drake is a gatekeeper and was a gatekeeper for success. If you wanted success over the past 15 years, you called Drake.
Right.
Ain't nobody calling Kendrick to bring me to success.
Right.
They need a dope verse. They need something creative. You call Kendrick for sure.
Right.
He did that Black Panther. Oh, is that your back scratcher right now? He just pulled out the extendo back scratcher.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now.
What's going on?
I don't know what it is, but I had to get it. That's a screwdriver.
Screwdriver, Leroy.
Dude, you know you got that itch you can't reach. I got these little arms, I can't reach it. It was annoying as hell.
I'm
looking around. I'm like, oh no. All right, I had a backup plan, but this is a little more serious.
What are we doing there, man?
Severe lacerations.
All right, when we come back in hour 2, I got 2 things for you, Leroy. We're going to continue that list that I was telling you before, NFL's top 25 players under the age of 25. And also, I want your opinion on who you think is favored, according to BetOnline, to be the first NFL head coach fired this season. We got that and more in hour 2 of the Tobin and Leroy Show.
time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Valoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin, Leroy. Tobin out all week. We'll be returning next week.
We won't see him for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know he's going to be in Indianapolis. Is it all week? Is Big Ten
3 days?
3 days, yeah. And probably got a travel day back. He'll probably do a home show, something like that. But I'll actually be missing some time next week. Leroy, do you know why?
No.
Because I'm a bum. No. Because Crowder and I have a show on Sunday at the Tampa Funny Bone. We are performing in Ybor City in Tampa.
Ooh, Ybor City.
Yes, indeed. I will be dishing out the ha-has and the he-he's. And then also on Tuesday. No, it is Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll be doing Marvel trivia at Arlo Wynwood. I know how much you like Marvel, Leroy. You can come by. It's free. We got some drinks. We got good food. And we're in Wynwood. That's always fun, right?
Do they have air conditioning in Wynwood yet?
Yes.
Because they have all those little like
outdoor.
Yeah. I know. Me and Tobin went and had tacos down there. The tacos were good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I said, hey, man, this place is delicious. But it's so hot.
Do they have air conditioning in Wynwood?
Because, it's all like little trailers.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Steven says he lives in Tampa. So what's up? Pull up then, man. Come on now. Let's get to some headlines. These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
2 receivers we've been keeping our eye on in the NFL to determine where they'll be moved.
Can I tell you there's been a twist, and I don't know if I was all for it until I realized what the talks were. They're talking about trading Brandon Aiyuk for Amari Cooper.
Oh, okay. See, because I had mentioned Amari Cooper was going through some sort of contract issue.
Yeah, that's what and I'm like
they're trying to solve. I mean, what are we really doing here? Is that they're both good players, but it's like,
see, here's the thing.
Why not just pay your own guy?
We had this conversation before, right? And this conversation is basically there's guys that have success in the league, but don't necessarily fit the mold of what you want success to be at that position.
Yeah.
Like Anquan Bolden, right? When you think of a guy like Chris Carter, wasn't a burner, right?
Yep.
But he was a professional. He knew how to get open. He caught the ball. And Amari Cooper is that, right? But because we don't see him as a burner, you don't consider him a game changer, right? And so that's how people are a little hesitant in paying guys like that. But I would say, what do you say about a guy that has 265?
No, I mean,
in a game, is that not a game changer?
He's really one of the best route runners in the game.
Right, that's it. But that's the skills that he needs.
Yeah,
to be successful, making him a consummate professional. You ain't gonna run like the cheetah. That you're not fast as that. So you're gonna be a technical. You're gonna be a professional at what you do. And I think that when we watch football, I think sometimes we get more impressed with looking the part than playing the part.
Yeah, the DK Metcalfs of the world.
Right, exactly. We overlook the fact that dude couldn't catch.
Yeah, or, and this receiver's been around.
I give it Ted Ginn.
Yeah,
everybody talked about his speed. Everybody talked about how fast he was. Everybody talked about, but nobody ever said, well, how does he run routes? Well, does he? And then you bring him into an offense where he's required to do a lot of other things, and you're like, oh no, he's just fast.
Yeah, that's my boy though. It's my boy.
So no, I got nothing against Ted Ginn. Look, played a long time in the NFL being Ted Ginn.
Yep.
It ain't his fault you brought him there and expect him not to be Ted Ginn.
No, true. Was not his fault where he was drafted.
Right. Exactly.
Leroy, I got a list for you. I've been teasing this past hour here. Courtesy of Bleacher Report, they ranked the NFL's top 25 players under the age of 25. Now, on this list, do you think there is one Miami Dolphin?
I think there's a possibility of having two.
Okay.
I'm going to say Jalen Waddle and then I'm going to go with Javon Holland.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Jalen Waddle is 25, so he doesn't make the list because this is
it's under. Then I'm going to go Javon Holland.
Yeah, and he's 24, so he's definitely eligible for the list, and I 100% agree. I love Javon Holland. He's actually one of my favorite players in the league right now. Also love his social media. So
yeah. Nothing was funnier than the kick in the rock.
Oh, man.
The rocks. And then try to come back and say, y'all thought that was about the coach.
Yeah, so
you just mysteriously on the same day that they parted ways, you decide to go out to your street and kick rocks.
But surprisingly, there is one Dolphin that made this list.
Is Tua 25?
I believe he's older, if I'm not mistaken. He could be 26. Tua age. He is 26, yes.
Okay.
Javon Holland.
Then it's Jaelan Phillips.
Oh, I think Jaelan Phillips may be 25. Let's find out.
Okay.
Which is good because it seems like all of our players are like around this age. Yeah, he's 25. So he's
hold on.
Man, we got a lot of good players around 25, 26 years old. That's good.
Devon Achane.
That is the one. Ding, ding.
Okay.
That is the one that made the list. And surprisingly, only number 25.
Well, simply because he's been hurt. He hasn't played a consistent year.
Yeah.
So I get it.
One of the youngest on the list, too, at 22 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay. So, yeah. So I could work my way around the roster and figure out who it was or who it wasn't. Right.
Yeah. I'm surprised, though, that, like you mentioned, they didn't have Javon Holland up here.
Injuries, too. Injuries also.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I think he would have got more consideration because wasn't he a Pro Bowler, right?
I don't know. He scored 11 touchdowns in 11 games. So I don't think.
No, I'm not talking about Devon Achane. I'm talking about
Holland. Oh, Holland.
Holland.
Yeah, Holland was a Pro Bowler.
Right. So I thought he maybe get some consideration.
Me too. Yeah. I'm telling you, I really think it's that damn defensive coordinator is in my his name is escaping my mind right now. He held him back all season. That's why he was kicking rocks. Vic Fangio, there you go. Who do you think tops this list?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud is number 1, indeed.
Yeah.
Number 2, Sauce Gardner.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 4, and 5 is Jamar Chase, Brock Purdy, and Penei Sewell.
Brock Purdy. Huh.
Brock Purdy, yeah. Still young, 24.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you got him listed as top 5 players under 25, yet his own team don't want to pay him.
He's still young. You know, they're gonna hold out. Tua, he's not getting paid.
Right.
He has the highest rated passer. He's the highest rated passer in NFL history among quarterbacks with at least 500 attempts. and he led the league in practically every rate-based category in 2023. I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't know, but Tua had to be pretty close.
Yeah, I'm not sure what rate-based means. It just seems like that's a stat to skew their point.
No, that's all of the things that you rate. He's number one in all the rate-based, So
they're making stuff up too.
No.
And
it's amazing because here's what sucks about playing that position.
Yeah.
Certain guys, no matter what, are always going to get the praise, and therefore they're going to get paid forever, right? Like we always say, Josh Allen. Josh Allen wasn't nothing until Diggs got there.
Yeah.
Then he really flourished. So now you see what I'm saying? When you think of a guy like Patrick Mahomes, we say he can play quarterback with anybody, right? We said that about Tom Brady, right? But certain guys, you always have that question. Brock Purdy, right?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, everybody in the league, no matter what his numbers are, no matter what his stats are, no matter what he leads the league in, they're going to say, oh, it's the system. Same thing with Tua, right?
Yeah.
No matter what, they're going to say, oh, it's Mike Dan, it's cheater, it's this, it's that, it's whatever, right? And so that's, like we pick and choose when to use the numbers and when not based on what we think about the player, right? Now, there's been a lot of quarterbacks that have been banged up in their career, right?
Yep.
I mean, Tua had 1 year where he was banged up pretty much the whole year. And he still had some success that year. He wasn't terrible that year. Aaron Rodgers just missed a whole year with an Achilles, an injury that at 40, you wonder if he could come back. But everybody's just crowning Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is going to come back. We're going to compete for a championship. It's just, there's certain people in sports that need to be more unbiased about how they perceive players, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's not what you think it is. It's not what you hope it to be. So you have a lot of Jets fans that hope Aaron Rodgers does something that really a lot of players haven't done at that age, right?
Yep.
When you look at Brock Purdy, you look at Tua. Those are two guys that have led their team to some success. Brock Purdy a lot more than Tua. Yet we put it on everybody else other than Brock Purdy. We put it on everything else other than Tua. And that's why they're in these contract disputes. You look at a guy like Trevor Lawrence. What?
Also made
you look at a guy like you look at a guy like Justin Herbert, right?
Yeah.
From the time they got into the league,
he's gotten like all the credit.
People, right? Exactly. So, at what point do the numbers speak for themselves? And at what point can we unbiasedly look at these players and see what they do, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and determine how good they are? Because we don't do that. We still crowning Trevor Lawrence. And have they had a winning season or winning record yet? I think they were 9-8 1 year.
I was gonna say I think they had at least one.
Right. 9-8.
But nothing crazy for sure.
Right. So I don't know, like, I don't know how we're supposed to look at this and look at these players. Like, I agree with the top, you say Trevor Lawrence was top 5?
Let me check right now. I know he definitely made the list. I'm not sure if he was top 5. Trevor Lawrence came in at number 11.
11.
Yeah.
So who's the top 5 again? It was C.J.
Top
Stroud.
C.J. Stroud, Sauce Gardner, Jamar Chase, Brock Purdy, and Penei Sewell.
Penei Sewell. That dude got to Detroit. Game changer.
Yeah.
I never thought that's the one guy that has been a game changer since the day he stepped on that field for Detroit.
Yeah, so, that was Robbie's boy. Robbie wanted him.
Oh, Robbie wanted Penei Sewell.
So bad.
What was 6 through 10?
6 through 10 continues with Amon-Ra St. Brown at number 6.
Yep.
And then another Lion right after him, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's good.
Yep. Yeah, he's good.
Following this, we have 2 lesser known players and someone that's going to be known, or a name that's going to be known in South Florida here for sure. Number 8 is Houston Texans edge Will Anderson Jr.
Oh no, he's big time. He's big time. He
Oh,
was
he's
a top 5 pick, defensive rookie of the year, game changer. Yeah. So that's not like, we know that.
This next one is good. Kyle Hamilton, he plays safety for Baltimore. First team All Pro. He had 4 interceptions, 3.5 sacks, and 38.4 opponent passer rating as a sophomore.
Sometimes you get titles like that based on how they use you, and a lot of that has to do with your talent. I'm not saying that he's not talented, but
they're definitely
they use him in a lot of different situations where he can get sacks, where he's around the ball, where he's making time. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
And
that guy
credit to him. Huh? That guy's right. So would it be something if Jerron Holland started doing some of those things?
I love it. The year before, they were really big into that. If it wasn't Brandon Jones, it was Javon Holland who was constantly in the backfield. Vic Fangio came and instilled his archaic defense.
Right.
And Riddens, he's out of here now.
Well, I got to tell you, while we sitting here blasting Vic Fangio, defense was good last year.
Oh, for sure. And they had a lot of injuries, and they still held up.
And they still, stopped a lot of teams. So maybe it was the man delivering the message, but the message was good.
Yeah.
The message was good.
It is undeniable in regards to his track.
My thing is that you lost some players, and that's going to be a bigger determining factor on how this defense transitions to the new defensive coordinator.
We've gained some players as well, though. The turnover at first looks scary, but we've added some pieces. We've drafted some pieces pretty well. We got some people who will be coming back towards the middle of the season.
We fortified our D-line when everybody gets healthy. So you're going to have a nice little rotation.
Yeah.
You got some young guys that are going to have to the thing is that when you have young pass rushers, you can't just put them in the pass to rush the passer. They got to be able to do all the other stuff also. And that is going to be the key on how much they play. If they can play a substantial amount of plays, just not on passing downs, then what it will do is give you an opportunity to wait for Chubb and for Phillips, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that you got to look forward to see how they go transition to that.
All right, when we come back, it is time now for a Friday tradition. We must tickle Leroy's fancy. That and much more on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show.
You got to show me love.
You got to show me love. You hit that note in the beginning?
No.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Still trying.
You know that. Hey,
yes,
I know when I'm out doing my yard work, nobody bothers me, so I have my headphones on, got my hat. You know, just be out there. I'll be singing. I'm like,
you know, I was actually thinking about you recently, Leroy, while at an event. I was thinking Leroy would enjoy this. I think maybe, I'm not sure how much into music Big Spoon is, but if she's into music, you can bring her. If not, I know Fonz will enjoy it as well. I was recently at the Improv for Ricky Smiley, but it wasn't a Ricky Smiley stand-up. It was Ricky Smiley karaoke. So they got 2 live DJs. One DJ plays while everyone sits, and that's when everyone submits their name. And then once things start, essentially, you know, it's Ricky Smiley orchestrating an entire room full of people who are there for a good time. So it's a lot of good music, and I think you'd enjoy it.
I think one of my favorite Ricky Smiley skits when he was doing the black bands versus the white bands.
Yeah. Ricky Smiley's a legend. Definitely a legend.
Yeah.
I think 34 years or something like that is like what he said, how long he's been doing comedy and stuff. But
yeah.
And white bands versus black bands right now on TikTok has over 13,000 likes.
Yeah.
And I think 1.7 million views.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorites because because you know when you do the black band, he got to get all dramatic.
Yeah. But I mean, he's not lying though. He definitely
he's not lying. Oh no, he's not lying. Now I will say this.
Yeah.
There is nothing more exciting. Pull it up on YouTube when you get a chance.
What's
Michigan entering a stadium.
All right, I'm checking it out right now.
University of Michigan band entering the Big House.
Michigan band entering
the Big House
stadium.
Right. It's crazy.
They got
like 900 people in. It seems like they got 900 people in the band.
Got a video that they posted here 8 years ago. This one has 100.
It don't matter. Yeah, it don't change. It's crazy.
It's been the same. Oh my God, that place is huge. How many people fit in the Big House?
110.
110,000 people.
I tell people, like, when I go golfing, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, this putt is for a lot." I say, when I was 18 years old, I played football in front of 105,000 people. Yeah, you 3 guys ain't gonna get me.
I'm looking at them now, and actually, you know what? This is interesting. They're showing videos of back in the day as well, and it has remained the same.
It remains the same. It's the same.
Yeah, they come out. They start with a big M.
No, I'm talking about when they come out of the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm looking at them coming out.
The high knees.
Yeah, they're like in 4 rows with the drum major in the front.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's violence. It's crazy.
And that's the kind of vibe that Ricky Smiley brings to like karaoke. You know, that band. I went to FAMU. I went to a HBCU band kind of vibe.
Yeah.
With a mixture of like old school music and stuff. It's a good time. It really is a good time. So next time it comes out, I'm gonna let you know. Those things sell out fast. So I gotta let you know so we can reserve you a spot. You know, I'll take care of you this time. You take care of me a lot. So I'll take care of you this time.
All right. I got you.
Yeah. Again, Tobin and Leroy here. Just so I mentioned, we have 2 more pairs of tickets to give away. 2 more pairs.
I think the dad jokes have run the course.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna give you guys the opportunity to put a speed bump in my show today. I'm just gonna name a number, whatever number. At that point, that'll be the winner of the tickets. And like I said, I have 2 pairs of tickets to give away. If you're listening, 305-567-0560 is a way to get in. We'll probably do it in the 3rd hour there. Won't be difficult. I'll ask Leroy to give me a number. He'll respond. And if you're that caller, you win these tickets to see Sarah Silverman's post-mortem tour that is coming to the Fillmore in Miami Beach. That is in January. That's a long time from now. But Leroy, while I have you here, can I get a weather report?
Sure can.
This weather report is brought to you by the Desmond and Dover Law Firm, your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
It's windy as hell.
All right.
I would say 15, 20 miles an hour. These trees are humming. It is, I would say, partly to mostly cloudy. There is some sun, but it looks pretty cloudy. The winds are going in the how can the winds be moving like this and the clouds not moving? Oh, they're coming out of the east-southeast at about 15, 20 miles an hour. And I would look for some rain because anytime the winds are blowing like this, it's blowing something in. So, and it's probably like 90 degrees because it's been hot.
Let me tell you, I don't know if you could have been even, I don't know if there's a way that you could have been more correct on this. We have partial cloudiness. So that's one of the things you mentioned. Winds gusting at 15 miles per hour from the southeast, just like you mentioned. Scattered thunderstorms and scattered showers during the afternoon, just like you mentioned, the chance of rain.
Normal time of year for that.
And 93 degrees, heat advisory. It has been hot. It's been very
hot. But look, I got in my jacuzzi yesterday to stretch and whatever.
Yeah.
And I got out.
Yep.
And it wasn't refreshing.
No, man.
I felt like a rotisserie black dude sitting out on the edge of my leg. Like I was just like
you step out the jacuzzi, you're like, am I still in the jacuzzi?
Yeah, like the edge of the jacuzzi is hot because of the cement. I walked into my house, I sat in it for like 10 minutes. I walked into my house and just the walk there felt like my feet were blistering. I'm like, no, I can't do this. This is crazy.
All right, Leroy. I think this is what we'll do just to make sure that we stay on time like a good boy. Go ahead and take things to break now. We'll come back and tickle Leroy's fancy next.
Yeah.
WQAM broadcasting.
Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
Time now to tickle Leroy's fancy. Gonna give Leroy a list of things on schedule for this weekend, and he'll let us know whether or not his fancy is tickled.
My fancy is tickled.
Leroy, you ready?
Ready.
All righty then. Let us start with the most entertaining sports team in all of South Florida, the Miami Heat Summer League. We have tonight a matchup, Toronto versus Miami, 9 p.m. You can catch that on ESPN 3. Did you even know there was an ESPN 3?
Is that the same as like the where they do the ACC and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
It's
or ESPN 3 is the
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
We all know the best ESPN is ESPN Ocho.
When they do that once a year.
I
don't understand with all the sports they show on ESPN that have no relevance to any of our lives, how they can't squeeze a basketball game on regular on one of the good channels.
Like, do I really need to see competitive dart throwing?
You know what I was watching?
What?
They had table tennis, but with soccer ball and the two soccer players. So it was same as table tennis.
Yeah.
But soccer rules.
That's interesting. That seems difficult too. I mean, if you got to kick the ball and get it on hit the other side like tennis.
Yeah, they were doing it with ease. It was amazing.
It's impressive. That's one of those things you figure out you can do like accidentally, and then all of a sudden you're training for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, does Summer League action tonight? The Heat currently undefeated. Okay, no, doesn't tickle your fancy?
No, I'm not like.
Tickle.
You know what? I'm gonna give my brain a break. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch House of Dragon on Sunday. I'm gonna watch some.
Wait! I gotta ask.
Okay, go.
House of Dragon this Sunday.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's 2 hours right there. 2 hours on my Sunday because I watch at 8 o'clock. I watch the previous show to make sure I get caught up.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And
so
then
you watched it again.
Yeah, I watched and then goes right into it. I'm still mad at HBO because keep in mind, Game of Thrones I watched continuously.
Oh yeah.
And I hate waiting every week to watch it. And I don't know why. And Disney did it to me too.
Yep.
Because they only gave me five episodes of because it was out of what's the name of that show?
Mandalorian.
No, not Mandalorian.
Oh,
the new one that's out.
Is it Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, I can't remember the name though.
The Ecolite, Echo something.
Yeah, something. Like
that. Actually pretty good, but yeah.
It is it just Echo? I guess it's just Echo.
No, it's not Echo. That
is it?
Echo was a robot.
Oh. Also Disney though.
It's Acolyte.
Oh, Acolyte. Gotcha. Echo Light. Oh, I get you. That's where I got confused.
Acolyte. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely got to watch House of Dragon. I think they only got 2 episodes left this season, so
they only do 7.
8, I think.
8. So it's 3 more. We only have. I watched 5.
5. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got 3 more.
Yeah. So
Saturday, Leroy talked about it a couple times. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Boxing.
Nah. Like first of all, you don't pay for stuff like
not
that.
Tickled.
No, you use one of the wink. Oh,
we call that a winky link.
Yeah, for sure. Jade South says the last 3 episodes are going to be long episodes for House of Dragon.
Right. Okay.
Need that.
Hey, that's what I tell Tobin. I said, Tobin, what's the website for that Winky Link? He goes, what? Winky Link. He goes, what the hell is a Winky Link? I'm like, Winky Link. It'd just be a random text. Like it'll be at 10:30. I'm up. I want to see the Tobes. Send me the Winky Link. He goes, what?
Watch out, man. You asked the wrong person for a Winky Link. They may send you something else.
No.
Now, Leroy, there is a movie coming out, one that really resonates with my soul. If I had to be honest, it comes out today, actually. Twisters is in theater. Not to be confused with its original predecessor. It's not a remake. It is a sequel. Right now, 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Haunted by a devastating encounter with a tornado, Kate Cooper gets lured back to the open plains by her friend Javi to test a groundbreaking new tracking system. She soon crosses paths with Tyler Owens, a charming but reckless social media superstar who thrives on posting his storm-chasing adventures. As storm season intensifies, Kate, Tyler, and their competing teams find themselves in a fight for their lives as multiple systems converge over central Oklahoma. Look at that. So essentially, you got scientists, you got social media people.
Can I say this?
Yes.
I saw the first Twister.
Yeah.
I did the Twister ride. And once you do the Twister ride, it ensures you that you will never watch another Twister movie.
Yeah, it was not a great ride.
That's the reason why. You get a spritzer of water. You feel the heat, right?
Yeah. You're like standing on a stage or something like that.
Right.
Like
The stage shakes a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, not the best ride. So the movie, not interested in the movie?
No.
All right. It does not tickle his fancy.
Not tickled.
And the real reason why I'll be watching is to determine whether or not it was trash day. I need to know. Absolutely need to know.
And plus, keep in mind, I have a cousin.
Yeah.
That lives in Oklahoma.
Tornado Alley.
So he tells me all the time. And he's just nonchalant about it. Had to go into the shelter yesterday. I'm like, why? He said, the alarms are going off.
Yeah. They got to have cheap housing there for sure. It has to be cheap.
No. You got to build that shelter built under the ground.
Okay, yeah, that's probably where you
And here's what I haven't figured out yet.
Oh, now?
Why do you have to go outside to get into the shelter? So you have to leave your house, walk around to the back, open up some drawer, and then go down.
Yeah, that never made sense to me. It seems like you're putting yourself in harm's way.
Right. Shouldn't there be just like a little door that in the basement?
Yeah, like at the bottom of your house?
Yeah.
I don't know. Makes sense.
I mean, maybe it's because they don't want the house to fall on top of you and they don't find you.
Boom! Damn. We figured that out quicker than I thought we would. I'm sure. I mean, look, hey, they've thought of everything. There has to be a reason. It's not their first rodeo, I believe the expression goes. So I'm sure they'll figure it out. And they already have, apparently. Now switching over to the comedy field, Leroy at the Dania Beach Improv.
Who we got?
Ourselves a high roller, Mr. Mike Epps.
Oh,
Mike Epps at the Dania Beach Improv. He had sold out his first 5 shows, so he was kind enough to add a second show for Sunday, bringing his total to 6 shows at the Dania Beach.
I like Mike Epps. He wasn't a comedian when he did Friday. He was just a dude, and then he got into comedy.
And that's more prevalent today with the rise of social media and TikTok and stuff. You'll see people who aren't your typical standard stand-up comedians. They just happen to have a platform and be funny online. giving it a shot on stage. And that's really where, if you want to make big boy money, that's how you turn a profit. If you're fine making these cute little skits and you want to laugh and get likes on Instagram, you keep doing what you're doing. You want to make big boy money, you take it to the stage. And that'll also determine if you're good or not. Because they'll come the first time because they want to see, is this guy funny? I've seen him on social media. I like all of his stuff. Is he funny? And then when they find out he isn't, then they don't come back. But if you have an opportunity to engage them once you already have that platform, I've seen people rise all the way to the top. I know people now selling out weekends, making $70,000 to $100,000 in a weekend, and they started off on social media and stuff. So.
Right.
It's interesting. I'm lucky for him. He was able to get that role with no real experience, just knowing the right people and being as funny as he was. Because it is top flight security of the world, Craig.
No, that's two.
Yeah.
That's two.
Well, Friday one was
he was in next Friday when he went to the cousin's house.
Yeah,
went to the cousin. He said
them Christmas one too.
Them's twins, but they tight. Them twins, but they tight. He had baby mama chasing him around.
Yeah, I was absolute classic. I think he's working on another one too, if I'm not mistaken.
The Christmas one was
Friday After Next.
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah, like that one. That's what I think. Cat Williams is in that one.
Cat Williams. Yeah. What do you say? Pimp in distress.
Pimpin'. Funny Mike.
Pimp in distress.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie with Cat? And I think was it Ice Cube and Cat Williams with the first Sunday?
First Sunday, yeah.
Was that Ice Cube?
Yeah, it was Ice Cube. Tracy Morgan was in that too.
Tracy Morgan,
yeah. Cat Williams, he plays a pimp in every movie, damn near.
Every movie. Well, because you know what? Because what else are you gonna be as with straight hair?
Yeah, for sure. Straight hair, small, voice like that. You gotta be a character of some sort.
That's like some comedians, their overall look makes them comedic.
No, 100%.
Right.
Definitely
like
sometimes
a 5'2" pimp is hilarious in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and sometimes you see these big old fat boys that are like, can't even
sweating on the big boys be sweating on stage. They gotta have the little towel.
Before Lavelle Crawford lost all that weight, he would like snort in between his lines, and that was funny.
Yeah, because he couldn't hardly breathe.
There is my favorite thing, how we said what's his name? Cat Williams plays a pimp in every movie. There is an actor. His name is Noel Guglielmi. He has played an actor named Hector in, I think, 8 different times. 8 different movies in unrelated productions. He has played a character named Hector.
Jeez. Talk about typecasting.
They boxed him in as a Mexican named Hector. 8 different movies. I think he was possibly also in Friday, if I'm not mistaken. He was in Training Day, Fast and Furious, Bruce Almighty, a bunch of different movies. Long story short, always plays Hector.
Yeah.
Leroy, we got one more item left to determine whether or not it tickles your fancy. Your Miami Marlins are in play this weekend against the New York Mets. Mets coming into town. We have an early start tomorrow at 4:10. Tonight they start at 7:10, and Sunday at 1:40. Do any of these games tickle your fancy, good sir?
Nope. Because
fancy.
I'll be watching the British Open or the Open Championship as they call it. And I'll be doing other things. Any other things. Right? I would rather go get my toes worked on than watch Marlins right now.
Nice.
No.
You're not going to, but you'd rather.
No, I'd rather.
Heard.
Right? Like it's like I want them to be good. Like I don't even want them to be good. I just want to be better. Right?
They don't have to be great, but can we be competitive?
Right.
Yeah,
like every time they win like 3 or 4 games, then they followed up by losing 10 to 11.
Yeah, it's the second half of the season officially for the
Yep,
Marlins.
Cat say I'd rather watch cement dry, which would be hard here because it'll gonna rain.
It's very hot too. It's gonna
It's
melt.
hot.
Is that possible?
Yeah, no, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Sun and heat, just anything but rain.
All right, when we come back, we got the second half of the Tobin and Leroy show, which means it's time to get some games going. You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't played some Family Feud, Leroy.
Oh.
We haven't played some Family Feud in honor of those summers that you spend at grandma's just looking at the TV. At that point, we didn't have cable. Only had a couple channels. And you know who the channel changer was? Me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The youngest person.
We are going to play some Family Feud. We're going to find out who's dead to me. And Leroy, I got something for the Heat fans. This is something that gave me goosies galore. From the goat's mouth himself, Dwayne Wade has spoken. He reflects on his legacy and where he thinks he could have been. A usually humble Dwayne Wade takes a surprising approach with this one. We got that and much more when we return on the Tobin and Leroy show.
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg
you, please, for your sympathy.
What you know about that, Leroy?
Come on.
That's before your time.
This is before my time, but that's all my parents and
I just like saying that. It's usually like a staple of what's told. And that's
Oh,
before
somebody got to say that. Somebody got to say that. If you play that at a picnic or barbecue or something like that, somebody gonna say, "Well, y'all know nothing about that."
What you know about that, nephew? That's before your time. No, I mean, it's a great song, though, sir. Am I allowed to enjoy it? Let's go ahead and get to your headlines. These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Oh, Tobin and Leroy show here. Tobin out will return next week. Your boys holding it down. J Fig will join us soon, I'm assuming, because we got some games, Got to get in on the games. Definitely.
The fight started at 12.
Fight. Well, she's still late. There. She'll definitely be here. A couple headlines for you. Kevin Durant, who has been in and out of the lineup for Team USA, practices with Team USA, but is still questionable for their matchup against South Sudan Saturday night. Does that tickle your fancy? Some Olympic basketball? It's exhibition, though, still.
No. Give me next week.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But hopefully, we can go ahead and get ourselves some Kevin Durant on that Team USA team. Definitely wouldn't hurt. Bronny James, yesterday, him and the other Lakers coveted pick led them to their second straight victory, and Bronny James now becomes popular betting pick for Rookie of the Year. The odds to win NBA Rookie of the Year have shuffled since the start of the Summer League, with Zach Edey now being the consensus betting favorites, but the most popular pick by a long shot is Bronny James. Bronny James right now has more bets placed on him to win Rookie of the Year than any other player at multiple sports books.
Jeez. So, I mean, to win Rookie of the Year, you first have to play.
You gotta play. There's no chance he wins Rookie of the Year, but just like there was crazy people who.
So is he more active now?
I mean, he had 12 points yesterday, so that was good, right? 12 points, 13 points the night before, if I'm not mistaken. Steals, rebounds. The thing about Bronny is he's a solid player, but the things that he does don't necessarily reflect on the stat sheet. Like, he's not a good enough scorer as of right now to make it to the big leagues and make some sort of impact. But in regards to rebounding and just defensive presence,
so basically he's an intangible.
Essentially he's an intangible. But you know what? Sometimes intangibles have a good shot, and I don't even think he has.
But they can improve all the other stuff.
And he has
the hardest thing to teach in sports is the things that he does well.
Yes, correct.
Right.
And
so if he can catch up with all the other stuff and be a DN3 guy, then so he just need to work on his offensive game, which I tell you what, it's a lot easier to work on your offensive game than it is work on your defensive game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we saw it down here in Miami where Jovic was in international play leading his team to, a silver medal, and then comes to Miami and can't sniff the court because of his defensive IQ just not being where it needed to be for Eric Spoelstra to trust him. So we've seen it multiple times. Anyone in if you're in the NBA, you can get a bucket.
Based on the way the season went, I think we should have looked away from those defensive inefficiencies and told him to go out there and get some buckets. Because, again, you scored 80 points 3 times in one series.
Yep.
In an NBA game in 2024.
It's embarrassing.
Right.
Putrid offense. Like that word choice? Putrid. I had mentioned this list earlier, Leroy. I wasn't able to cover it, but wanted to get your opinion on this. This is from David Fiorones. He posted this, and this is according to Bet Online. The first head coach to be fired.
I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Who's it gonna be?
The Jets head coach.
Oh, you got it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That is, he's 5-1 right now. Robert Saleh is the favorite to be the first head coach fired this
You know
season.
why?
Bet Online.
Because if that quarterback thing goes ugly, goes south, they're gonna change coaches.
And that sucks because I think Saleh is a good coach. I really do.
Listen, here's the problem.
Yeah.
When teams change coaches, you're going into a bad situation.
Yeah.
And when you see fans, organizations, one of the reasons why they're in that situation is probably because they haven't been very patient. So you go into a new situation, they're not looking at that situation as to is it getting better? Is he building something? They're just looking at wins and losses, and we've been the same old team that we've been for the last however many years.
Yep, for sure.
Same thing here. Mike McDaniel been a coach for this is his third year, right?
Yes, this is his third.
And you know what they greeted him with?
What?
We haven't won a playoff game in 20 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Now he has meetings.
Has this team been better than the teams that you've seen in the last few years? Absolutely. But they don't care about that. So they will risk getting a new coach versus seeing the improvement of their team and their franchise based on what this man has done. You see, and that's the part that sucks about it is that, I ask this question to Tobin every year. Can your team get better and be better even though you don't win as many games as you did the year before? Because there's a lot of other circumstances that come into play. But as a fan, you don't care about that. All you care about is the record and the playoff wins and whatever. But at some point, in order to be a consistent contender, you're going to have to be patient, right? And I know what everybody's going to say. I've been patient for 20 plus years. All right, dude. Like, all right. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying.
That's like making
you keep changing. It ain't gonna get no better no time soon. It'll be another 10 years.
That's just how we do, Leroy. That we have.
I get it, but then don't expect it to get better. Look at all the teams that have struggled, right? To be successful or win playoff games or get better as an organization. They change a lot. They change players, they change quarterbacks, they change GMs, they change. Right?
Yeah. It kind of is like people with relationships nowadays,
Right.
It's that person who
wait. And then let me tell you something about relationships while we're at it.
Okay. All right.
Women. Right? If you just get out of a relationship and you meet another guy, don't give out the cheat code. And what I mean the cheat code is you say, well, why did it break up? Oh, well, he didn't do this, this, and this. Well, the new guy gonna say, oh, I don't do that.
Yep.
And you think you got a better man. Same thing with men. Right?
Yep.
Don't give up the cheat code. Just say it didn't work out and figure it out as you go on in this relationship. Don't give a cheat code so the guy just go or the woman just go out of their way not to be what you were with the last time.
This is free game, everyone. Leroy Hoare dropping free game.
Free game. Like, because no man or woman has ever introduced themselves like this. Hey, I just got out of a relationship. I climbed through my boyfriend's window to see if he was cheating. Or no man that said, I was aggressive with my woman. She wasn't acting right. So we broke up. Right? You don't hear that.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna hear that story. Every time you meet somebody new, they're picture perfect, and you got to figure it out. So don't give no cheat code. Don't give no answers to the test.
Leroy, I got some things on today that happened in history, movies and TVs that released. What do you think of these? Clueless came out on this day in 1995.
Coolest. Oh, well, we only know that for one person.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash.
That's why we know it, but it's a classic cult movie.
It is. It is. You know, they came out with another one, a new one. Oh, no, not. Wait.
No,
Take
Mean
that back.
Girls.
Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I always get them mixed up. Mean Girls.
Lion King, but the Lion King, not Lion King, the one that we remember. This is the Lion King in 2019 came out on this day. I think that's the live action film.
Oh, first of all, I'm not watching live action of The Lion King.
Okay, all right,
Right.
What about The Conjuring?
Like going to see Snow White on ice.
Oh, I did see Frozen on ice, by the way.
Frozen.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen. I've never seen Frozen the movie. I have only seen it on ice.
Yeah,
strange.
I got more questions. The answers right now.
I saw it 7 times that weekend. It was rough. I worked for the arena.
Okay, all right, there we go. There had to be an explanation because
that's saying
I'm like, wait, you work at a comedy club, you travel around doing comedy, you do music, and then you say, "Yeah, I've seen Frozen on Ice."
Frozen on Ice. It's a good story. It feels better on
Frozen. Ice. Didn't they have? Well, oh no, I'm thinking of what was the? Oh, that was Hansel and Gretel.
What you mean? Where they made like
you ever see the movie Hansel and Gretel with
like adult version of it, right?
Yeah, Hansel and Gretel with the vampire killers or the witch hunters.
Yes.
That's with Hawkeye. Yeah. But that I seen that girl in a lot of stuff too.
She looks familiar.
Yeah, she was in who's that movie with
she was in Clash of Titans, Prince of
Clash
Persia.
of Titans. There it is, Clash of Titans. That's it.
Yeah, I got some TV shows that released on this day as
1995. Oh wait, go on this day. What? Go ahead.
On this day, Mad Men released in 2007.
Never saw one episode.
Me either, man. A show about an advertising agency didn't seem like my stuff. Miami Inc. Never saw that either.
Never saw that one either.
Pawn Stars. You have to see at least one episode of Pawn Stars.
No, never saw Pawn Stars. Nope.
And last one for today, famous birthday, Benedict Cumberbatch, aka
that's it. Yeah,
Doctor Strange, born in 76. Makes him 38 today? No, 58. 48.
No. 76, he's 48.
48.
Because I was born in 68. So
quick math.
Can't be 58.
Cannot. When we come back, Leroy.
Man, could you imagine? Did they call him Benny growing up?
Benny? Yeah, Benedict. I can't. Is he British? Because he's British. I feel like they would have potentially said Benedict.
Is he British? Sounds like a British name.
I can't trust.
Would it be something if he say born in Cleveland?
Yeah, actually, you know what? He's probably
he's
any person that I think is an American actor ends up being from somewhere else, and anyone that I think is British.
Yeah, why we have so much of a harder time picking up their accents?
Yeah,
they just come over here and then you hear them. Like I didn't know Batman was
Christian Bale.
Woo! He got it. Well, he sound like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. By the way, Benedict Cumberbatch, born in the UK. Same thing with Christian Bale.
Yeah. No, Christian. Yeah, but Christian Bale, his accent is strong.
Yeah. When we come back, Leroy, you're gonna want to hear this. Dwayne Wade, he's talking that talk, baby. He's talking that talk. I'm just give you one quote. Before injuries, I'm like MJ, I'm coming for you. Find out what more Dwayne Wade said when we come back.
This hour of Tobin
Wade County.
16 years later,
We done made history.
4 rings on our fingers, pockets getting fatter. We getting greater.
I'm the son of a saint, still considered a sinner. 3 rings on his finger.
Hello, Figgy. What the hell are you? Oh, that's an orange. Hello, Figgy.
Hello, Marcos.
I thought you were eating a Twinkie, but like I was confused as to why you were eating it that way. Like you were eating like a sandwich, not like a normal.
First of all,
this guy eating a Twinkie in the middle.
First of all,
yeah,
even I have my limits. I've never eaten a Twinkie in my life.
Oh, that's what you felt was wrong in that sentence?
That's where you draw the line.
Twinkie is disgusting.
I wouldn't say it's disgusting.
It was a great part of my childhood. I don't really want to call it disgusting.
I wouldn't say it's disgusting. You ever had a fried Twinkie?
No. I just had my first fried Oreo, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you like the fried Oreo.
Oh, it was good.
So if you like that, a fried Twinkie, you may like a little bit more. And the only reason I had one is when I used to work at a burger and beer joint that they used to have in Pembroke Pines. We had a dessert where you'd cut out Twinkie, you put it in the same batter, fry it, put it in some ice cream. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Wow.
Then after you wake up from your diabetic coma, you feel refreshed. It's good.
Dude, you eat that thing, you start seeing spots, sugar spots.
You actually you have to turn in your leg or your foot right before you eat it. Crowder has this great joke where he talks about all the members of his family who have diabetes, where he went to a pool party and there was about 20 people, 6 pairs of shoes. Anyway, moving on. I had mentioned it before we went to break.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
I got a whole family of big ones.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
That's good genes. Good genes.
I guess because, like I said, in New Orleans, everything started off with a sizzle. Fried everything.
I had a daydream yesterday that, you know how you guys go to do the show in Vegas, or you do the show wherever, Radio Row, wherever we need to be. I was thinking we should do just randomly one of these summers. We should do the show from New Orleans. Just have Leroy take us around New Orleans,
Hey, yeah.
I approve this message.
You see, because I was thinking, all right, Fig can't take us necessarily anywhere because she's from here for the most part. Me can't really do anything unless she takes us to like Australia.
I can take you to Texas.
I'd rather go to.
It's hot here.
I would not step foot in Australia. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
I've seen too many things.
I was like, where can Tobin? Tobin can take us to what? His
Peanut Island.
Peanut Island.
The farm.
The farm.
And the trailer park that he went to.
Oh yeah, in Tennessee.
No,
what's up with a lot of Latinos going to Tennessee?
Yeah, there is
they always vacation there now.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It definitely is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tennessee is fun. I know Fig's been going there for quite some time.
I love Tennessee.
I just do drive-throughs when I used to go up to Cleveland. So
and just stop by real quick.
No.
Not even?
No.
Just drive through.
Drive-through.
Tennessee,
Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky seems like a drive-through kind of place to me.
The only reason why I know Kentucky because when you go to Cincinnati, even if you go to play Cincinnati, you fly into Kentucky and drive across the bridge.
My whole geography map is just off. Like I'm thinking all those places are far from each other.
No.
Like for example, Michigan. I thought Michigan was like by North Dakota.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Let me throw this at you.
All right, me particularly.
Why do you think it's called the Midwest? All these states are like the middle of the country.
Yeah. I thought they were more west than mid.
Now, I will say this. A lot of people think of Kentucky and Tennessee as being south.
Yeah, if I think of Kentucky, I think of the South.
No, but they're not.
See, that's their fault.
Not that far south.
Bad marketing. Then why should I trust their fried chicken?
Here's the other thing. You know what's crazy?
What?
New Orleans
Orleans
and Louisiana is in the Central Standard Time, but is more east than Cleveland.
Yeah. So see, it's just like football division sometimes.
Right. Like Minnesota, Cleveland and Michigan are more west than New Orleans, but New Orleans is in Central Standard Time.
New Orleans is actually in their own time. I've seen how Dan Day walks around here. He's on his own time.
Hey, it's a different animal. Louisiana is a different animal because while people don't realize that all of the pockets where people live are small, so it's not that many people.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I wish you guys could see what I am experiencing right now.
What are you experiencing?
Scooby's barking because he is trying to climb where I have his little outfit.
Okay.
And where he brushes his teeth.
Yeah. Wait. Whoa. Wait. Do we need to commit you? Did you just not say Scooby puts on his outfit and brushes his teeth?
Yeah, apparently he's barking to get to his outfit.
No, he's literally trying to grab it. It's crazy right now. Scooby.
You dress him every day. Every day you get him a new outfit.
No,
okay.
he hasn't been wearing one in quite some time. But like every time he goes and tries to climb that, I put it on and he's just happy. It's so funny.
I was like, yeah, that's a lot of work.
He doesn't even. One day I tried to see if I can brush his teeth. That way I didn't have to take him to the orthodontist. Wow, to the vet.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it, but then he still barks for it. It's very weird.
I taught my son to say cheese anytime we're getting ready to like brush like his teeth, but now he doesn't associate cheese with like picture. He associates it with like toothbrush. So if like we're in public and someone's like cheese for a picture, he's like, "What are we doing this now? We're brushing my teeth now? Is that what we're doing?" We realize now.
That's so cute.
Do we do it now? I don't know. Why we brushing my teeth. I thought we were eating.
Hey, don't let people privy. Don't let people privy to your ways of getting your kids to do things. You'd be amazed that once you share that information with the rest of the world, that everybody think your parents and you are crazy. I did what I had to do.
Absolutely, I trick him. You gotta lie to your
wait till he figures out cheese is actually food.
The food,
a great snack, actually.
Yeah,
no, I don't, dude.
You never had the cheese sticks in your fridge?
No, like Rebecca used to eat cheese sticks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That seems like something.
I wasn't really a big fan of those.
Or the charcuterie boards.
Ooh,
no, those are adult Lunchables. We don't do those.
I like those.
Yeah. And expensive.
Very
they ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Like I ain't into that. Like if we going through all this trouble, I might as well make a burger. Put some cheese on it.
That's fair.
But like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not an appetizer guy. Right? I'm not
more of a sandwich than anything else.
If I come over to your house,
it is.
And you break out a charcuterie board, me and you gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, I would have been pissed if I went to your house for
judging that.
What if I wait?
You know very well that
you know what the snack is. You know when you come on my house, you know what the snack is. I put like 30 wings in front of you. Snack on that till I'm done with the ribs.
I have seen Marco snack on literally anything he can grab, so I don't know who you're trying to talk to. Right?
Speaking of diabetes,
judgmental.
Speaking of diabetes, you eat more candy than anybody.
Yes, I do.
He's a child.
Unfortunately,
and apple juice.
I could be convinced to do things for candy. Like if normally,
I don't think you need to be convinced.
You don't need to be convinced.
I'm saying if you're like, hey, I have candy. Will you jump off this building? I'm gonna measure to see.
Have you seen the thing on Instagram with the kid and the mom? You say if somebody comes by and asks you to get in the van, he was like, "Does he have?" What kind of candy does he have? He said, "I'm in that van." Like, no.
I gotta get that
baby. He said, "But you said Reese's and M&M's."
Are you afraid of heights? Actually,
I am.
You
I
are?
skydive. I
Yeah.
skydove. What's the past tense of skydive?
A lot of tall guys are terrified of heights, and I don't
not tall.
understand that. But
6
you're
feet,
taller than me.
according to Dono.
You're 6 feet according to Dono,
So
so
check this out.
anyone past 6 feet,
So
I question.
do you not understand? Like if I have to change a light bulb and stand up on the ladder, I'll show my hands just start sweating. Like I'm like when every time I take off in a plane, my hands start profusely sweating. I get nervous. Every time I've taken off in a plane, I'm just I'm a ground person.
That's very interesting.
Yes, I do not like heights. I don't like
I know what you mean with that. I'm a ground person. I feel that same way. I'm not like deathly afraid of it. I'll definitely explore a little bit, but I feel the same way about boats. I'm like, I need to be close to the ground somewhere, please, if possible. Whenever I'm in those areas where I'm in the
boat crash, you can survive.
Yeah, plane crash, you're done.
Right.
Done for.
Like, I don't know why they say get in the crash position. Right? If we going down, get in the crash position. Like, why?
That position honestly looks like you'll get even more hurt.
No, it looks like they're gonna have to unfold your ass when the plane crash.
Yeah.
Right? Like what happened? We got to fold. Who is this? I don't know. Let's get him out of the position.
All right, you guys know what time it is?
Game time.
Game time. Let's go ahead and get some Family Feud on the Tobin and Leroy show when we come back. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Marco's holding things down today. We got Leroy and J Fig in the competitors' chairs, ready to face off an arousing rendition of Family Feud. Now, we tried something yesterday, and I think it worked relatively well in regards to the hand-raising thing, except for Dono's gyrating, of course.
That did not work well.
That was so funny to hear.
Did not work in my favor.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But this time, you're not competing with old twerking Dono over there. You got Leroy. So let's go ahead and put you guys next to each other so I can see exactly when this hand goes up. I'm going to go ahead and do my best at quick math to make sure that I get you guys points accumulated, not only answers correct, but I may need some assistance.
Hey, man, you got a whole lot of setup time. Let's go.
What is going on here?
Hey.
Yeah, it's about to be one. Hello.
All right, that's fair. Let's go ahead with question number 1. What is a common fear that many people have?
Top
4 answers on the board. J Fig, what is a common fear that many people have? Heights. Number 1 answer, J Fig. Heights with 50 points. Would you like to pass or would you like to play?
I'd like to play.
Here we go.
I'd like to play.
Only thing that was missing at the end of that.
Okay.
We talked about it last.
Was it really giving that? I'm
Yes.
sorry.
we got to find ways to incorporate that into the show.
Fine.
Okay. Common fear that many people have. Number 1 answer already taken with heights. J Fig, what else you got?
I feel like people are very scared of dying also.
Ooh, common fear that people have. Let's see death. Oh,
Wow. Who's not afraid of dying?
I honestly feel like that's something that's very common around here.
Maybe they just don't even think about it because these other that I'm seeing on the board here are pretty good. But maybe death is just such a gruesome ultimatum.
Or such a obvious that people don't mention it.
Yeah, so
bugs.
All right, second answer by J Fig is bugs. Let's see bugs. Number 2 answer, spiders.
Spiders. Okay.
There it goes.
Wait, this is a J Fig's personal list.
Don't say that word, please. No, because I am not afraid of heights.
2 more answers left on the board. What is a common fear that many people have, J Fig?
Someone honestly in the chat said clowns, and I kind of get that.
Clowns. Show me clowns. 2.
Not looking at chat.
2 wrong answers. Final attempt, J
No,
Fig.
that's 3 wrong answers.
No, I
she
gave
said,
2 wrong answers.
You did death.
Yep.
You did spiders.
That's it.
Okay, go.
Yeah,
Go,
no,
go.
actually it was just 1.
It was 2.
Well, 2 now.
Okay,
All right.
Commitment.
Commitment. Show me commitment. Oh,
that should have been right because everyone is afraid of commitment.
Not your boy.
Especially in South Florida.
I had my bouts with commitment issues.
The darkness. Oh my god.
Too late. Too little. Too late.
Wait, I get to get your points, right?
Well,
Leroy,
take it. Might as well.
Yet
take it.
you have your opportunity to steal 2 more answers left on the board.
Let me see. I can go.
A common fear that many people have, Leroy.
Let me see. We did heights, right?
Indeed.
Let's see. Does animals count as
bugs?
Yeah.
As bugs, I would count them separately. I think
Okay.
things.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go animals.
Animals, show me animals. Oh, Leroy, so close. So close. Time now to reveal the correct answers. We had heights at number 1, spiders at number 2. What was number 3? Public speaking. And the final answer, flying. Wow.
I could have did flying.
Could have did flying.
Because I like
that's a part of heights.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't
know. All right,
cool.
go.
Let's go ahead and get
points this year.
75 points. J-Fig is in the lead. Let's go ahead and go to round 2. Top 4 answers on the board. What is a common household item people forget when they leave their home?
What?
A common household item that people forget when they leave their home. J-Fig.
Are you speaking about like on a trip or something?
I don't know. When you leave the house. Common item, forgot it at home.
Their keys.
Let's see.
You can't leave your house.
Well, I mean,
Car
maybe
keys.
you walked out.
I don't know.
Show me keys. Number 1 answer again, J-Fig. Really killing it. All right. Would you like to pass or would you like to play?
I'd like to play.
Here we go. Common item people forget to take with them when leaving the house. We got keys already, J-Fig. 3 more answers left on the board. What else you got?
Wallet.
Stop looking at the chat.
I'm not. I promise I'm not. I'm just thinking of like everything that people around me are constantly leaving.
Keys, number 1 answer. Wallet, the number 3 answer. 2 more answers left on the board. J-Fig, what else?
Oh,
you
was
got?
it right? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay. So I said keys, wallet, phone.
Phone, number 2 answer. You got 1 answer left on the board, J-Fig. 3 X's remaining. What is a common item people forget to take with them when leaving the house?
I could take the funny approach and say pants, but
Pants. Show me pants. Oh no,
pants.
No, sorry, that's a 1X. 2 more X's. What we got? Common item people forget to take with them when leaving the house.
Hey, you know we have segments on this show, Jennifer. Got time for you to be deep in thought.
Really? You know what? I'm gonna remember that next time you try to picture a segment.
2
Roy.
1. Oh, J-Fig ran out of time on that one. Got 1 more X. Common item people forget to take with them when leaving the house.
Is it still mean?
Yes.
Still you?
You canceled me out.
All right.
Shoes. I don't know.
Shoes. Show me shoes. Oh, and show me the door. Leroy, common item people forget to take with them when leaving the house.
Kevin.
The
kids.
Forget to take. You leave your kid at home as you head to Paris with the rest of your family for Christmas. Show me your child. Wrong answer. Final answer. Let's see what it is. An item people forget to take when leaving the house. Sunglasses.
That's not a requirement.
Well, I mean, you won, J-Fig, so I'm not sure if you really want to battle it too much. You're currently in the lead, 165 points to 0. This is round 3 before we take our halftime break.
Don't you dare say bajillion points.
No, that's
because I will go from my area all the way to Edward. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. You'll have a chance to leave and go home by the time she gets there.
I'll see.
I know where you live.
Name a household chore that nobody likes to do. Leroy, you haven't raised your hand at all, dude.
I forgot. I was like, what did she raise her hand for?
All right. Well, first one to answer. Name a
What was the question
household
again?
chore
A household chore that people hate.
that nobody likes to do. Figgy, top 4 answers on the board. What you got?
Dishes.
Dishes, the number 2 answer. Leroy, you have an opportunity to steal this if you guess the number 1 answer.
Mop.
Name a household chore that nobody likes to do. He says mop.
Bless you.
Bless you, I think, as well.
Don't look at
That was
the
a
chat.
cough. I'm not looking at
Leroy.
the chat.
All right, he says mop. Show me mop.
Not
Not on,
even.
the top, not on the top 4, my friend. This top answer, I'm not sure if you guys are going to get this one, but J Fig, since you won that round and you're currently up 165 points to 0.
Mowing the lawn.
Okay,
That
mowing
has
the
to be number
lawn. Not on there.
Laundry.
Laundry, the number 4 answer. 2 more answers left on the board. The number 1 and number 3 answer. Household chore that nobody likes to do.
Me?
Yep, still you.
Toilet. Clean the toilet.
Ooh, cleaning the toilet. I need to discuss with the judges in the chat.
You
The
are
answer-
the judge, okay?
The answer is cleaning the bathroom.
Whatever.
She said cleaning the toilet. Do I give her the points? Judges, I need you to weigh in. Does she get the points?
until there's a toilet in the living room, then yes, you have to give it to her.
Jade South says it's okay. Tears K86 says that's good. All I need is one more approval. Bathroom was more than a toilet. Steven says no. We're at 2-2 right now. We are at 2-2.
Steven, is this his burner account?
It seems like it would be. And there you go. Yes, point. No dice. Yes. Wow. This is actually Heat Cold. Heat Cold is a final verdict. Correct. Bathroom. She has 2 potential X's left. 1 answer left on the board. A household chore that nobody likes to do. 1 more answer left. J Fig, what do you got?
It's a chore, a household chore. And mopping was not a part of it, you said.
Mopping was not a part of it, J Fig. With the double
Leroy
answer.
said that.
I know.
I will go there and break your legs.
Say it again.
I will break
All
your
right.
legs.
1 X left. J Fig, 1 answer left. A household chore that nobody likes to do.
Clothes.
I said laundry.
Laundry, I already said.
Never mind. Okay.
Final one. We've had cleaning the bathroom, washing dishes, and doing laundry. You got 5 seconds, J Fig, or it goes to Leroy for an opportunity to
Fine. I'm
steal.
gonna go ahead and look at the chat, and it says vacuum.
The correct answer is vacuum.
How many people really vacuum though?
Said how many people really vacuum? I don't know, because
Yeah.
nobody likes to do it apparently.
True, but I'm saying like there's also
Vacuum
a
is
broom.
the easy way to sweep.
But there's also like there's a broom.
Yeah, I sweep,
Just use the
vacuum,
broom.
and mop. And I use that mop that has the stick that goes through the cloth. Yeah, that old Cuban.
A Swift.
Oh, a homemade one. You take an old towel, you cut a hole in it, you put it through a stick. It's a fabuloso. On
I
the ground.
used to hate that one.
Right?
You got. Wait a
All
minute.
the time.
You got a ghetto.
Yeah. No, it works better. I promise.
No,
you.
that is that's
a
you will see
Cuban
that
mop.
in any Cuban household for sure.
If
But
you
we like the
Google
ones that you that come with a little bucket that you
And you
put
go like
them
this.
in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was just not gonna do that demonstration here. But yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Good move there. Good move there.
Thank you.
But yeah, the Cuban mop, got that at the house. The wood always breaks though. I had to get me like a little metal one. You know.
Yeah.
God, I'm telling you, I just Googled right now Cuban mop, and the first thing that came on Reddit seems like they could have taken that picture in my childhood home. That was the first round a Family Feud. Right now, J-Fig is running away with it. 260.
She's cheating away with it.
260 to 0 right now, Leroy. You got to step it up, dude. First of all, it would help if you press your buzzer. You don't press your buzzer, so you never get selected. If that's
all I see. I'm like, damn, I forgot.
Damn. He even asked her, like, why are you holding your hand up?
Why are you putting your hand up? I don't know.
All right, I'm ready now. I'm ready. The comeback.
By the way, this is a
comeback king.
Quick photo of my Cuban mop at home. This is a Google image.
You know what? For a second, I was like, is this actually you? But there's too many toes there, so it's not you.
Oh, everyone's got jokes, huh? Don't they? Everyone's a comedian.
I want my point.
Objectively, that's a point. And
point for J Fig.
We'll be back with more Tobin and Leroy Family Feud when we come back.
WQ.
If we locked in, ain't no switching.
Welcome back to the final hour of the Tobin and Leroy show. A Tobinless week. Really has been an excellent time bothering everyone all week with my shenanigans. We interrogated my family over whether or not my Twister story was true. We played games galore. Had the gang in on Tuesday. Had some delicious Chick-fil-A. It's been a solid week here on the Tobin and Leroy show, and it continues for a little less than one more hour. Let's go ahead and get to some headlines. These headlines are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Let's start with what we've been monitoring since the very beginning, the Open Championship. This golf leaderboard update is brought to you by Edwin Watts Golf Shops. Get there. Leroy, what do we got?
All right. Hold on. Where are we? Let me go to the website.
I'm interested to see if Dono's Scotty Scheffler bet will cash in. I know he was somewhere in the top 3 or 4, but I think old buddy from Ireland that we had seen this morning is probably going to walk away with this thing.
Shane Lowry is still in the lead.
Yeah, what is he still 7 under?
7 under. He's done for the day. These are the guys that are done for the day. So Shane Lowry is done for the day. Justin Rose.
Oh.
Joe Rose. Brown. Daniel Brown is at 5 under along with Justin Rose. Then you go all the way to 2 unders. There's 3 2-unders. Billy Horschel, Burmeister, Scotty Scheffler at 2 under. They're all done. And then there's 4 at 1 under, and that is Corey Connors, Jason Day, Xander Schauffele, and Patrick Cantley. Then it's carnage, right? You got some evens, some +1s, some +3s, some +4s, 5s. The +6 is going to make the cut. Let's see here.
+6 is going to make the cut?
Yes.
No way.
That creates some problems because Bryson DeChambeau is at 7 over.
Ooh.
He's got almost 9 holes to play. Who else? That's really about it. So a lot of these guys.
Tiger. How'd Tiger do?
Tiger.
Yeah.
Is
trunk slamming it.
Oh yeah. He's trunk slamming it. He is. Let's see where he is.
I didn't even see his name, bro.
He is +14.
+14.
Yeah. Rory McIlroy was +13.
Tiger Woods is +14. John Daly.
He's with the group.
Yeah.
Rory's +13. Cameron Smith, Sahith Theegala, +12, plus double digits. Let me see if there's any other. Oh, my guy. Ludwig Oberg, +2. He's trunk slamming. Let's see.
Indeed.
That's really about it. Victor Hovland, he had been doing some damage. He's through 10. He's got a chance of making it. Batia, trunk slam.
Overall, it seems like Lowry's poised to win this thing.
Huh?
Overall, it seems like Lowry's poised.
Again, what makes it tough is like the weather is terrible right now.
Yeah.
It's extremely windy, and all the guys that thought, oh, I can shoot 1 to 2 under and win and make the cut is crazy because now the wind's blowing sideways and they're hanging on for dear life. So that is the problem with these tournaments. So who's to say Lowry doesn't come and he tees off? He'll tee off about the same time that these guys we're watching right now teed off.
Yeah.
Which is in the evening. And who's to say he doesn't get some of this weather where it was rainy and the wind's blowing sideways and you can't keep, the ball straight. Who's to say he doesn't hit some of that patch of bad weather and shoot 5 or 6 over, and that brings everybody into the field. So it's a crapshoot with the weather. You don't really know what role the weather's going to play, and you never know when it's going to come up. So it's just a luck of the draw.
Keep an eye out. That will continue until Sunday, right?
Yep, early.
Nice. I got something here that I want to run by Heat fans. I want to make sure I put this on your radar because we need to do better as a community. We heard Jimmy Butler call out Heat fans in his interview with I think it was Camila Cabello, right? That wasn't like just a random publication. I think it was her necessarily, but
yeah, when they were playing horse.
Yes, he chastised Heat fans for not showing up early. Now, another NBA superstar has come into the spotlight, kind of mirroring more or less what was said by Jimmy Butler there. You guys familiar with Chet Holmgren?
Oh, Windsock.
Yes, Windsock indeed. A very skinny Oklahoma City. He recently joked, Holmgren joked that the Miami Heat arena was one of his favorites to play in because it's very empty when the game starts. Chet Holmgren says that Miami Heat fans' arena atmosphere is one that makes them feel comfortable to start the games because it's just empty. Now we're getting called out by Oklahoma City.
Wait. Question.
Yeah.
Is it calling somebody out if it's true?
Yeah, it is calling someone out if it's true,
right.
Leroy.
Then what can you say about it?
You're still going out of your way to say something.
Mind your business, Chet. That's what I say.
Chet.
Mind your business. Which, by the way, is that not the most intangible name you can possibly get? Chet.
Sounds like Chet. He sounds like he's on Gilligan's Island with Lovey. We left our son Chet behind.
Okay.
He also mentioned Minnesota and Golden State as two arenas that he likes playing. He said in no order, I like Miami because it's just like empty. He says it's a drunk environment, really. As the away team, you just got to build that lead in the first 3 quarters, and then it just stays quiet through the fourth. But I like Miami. I like Golden State, and I like playing at home in Minnesota. So essentially, he's saying as long as you get rid of them in the first quarter or two, you put that foot on their neck, there's no chance the crowd is going to bring them back. We've seen teams who are down by 20 and the crowd is ruckus. But apparently Chet isn't scared of the Miami Heat arena. So Heat fans, please take that as a challenge. Please show.
You think these people care about that?
They got to care about something. Their own players calling them out. The opposing.
But it's not calling them out. They have that right.
Calling them out, Leroy.
They have that right.
He's being petty. He's being a little petty.
He didn't have to say the things that he said. Like if I've noticed.
Let's be honest.
Here. Let me ask you a question. Did any of those guys say, was it untrue?
No, doesn't matter though.
Okay, but it does matter.
No, because
it does matter.
If I got something,
wait, untrue. During the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure we do be getting that sometimes. Most of the time, I would say.
Okay.
Line number 1.
But I'm saying the beginning of games. That's all I'm talking about.
Okay, sure. But I mean,
if you beat the team bad enough, you can't hear
traffic hours or something.
Right. All right.
Leroy, if Big Spoon,
just look at where we're located.
If Big Spoon puts something on and says, "Does this make me look fat?" and you notice maybe she has gained some pounds, are you gonna say it? Are you gonna call her out, even if it's true?
I'm gonna say, no, sunshine, your face does.
Leroy.
Wow, you know what? I'm calling her.
Calling
her.
Calling her out. That's a -1, dude.
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
That is
and if you ask her, no. Wait, here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
So years ago, I was best man at a wedding that was on the beach on April 1st. Right? And we got there, supposed to start at 1. She didn't show up until 2. on the hot sun on the beach, right?
Yeah.
So everybody was mad, right? She was already like the world was about her. So, and I've already told her, I told my buddy, I say, listen, you're gonna be my boy regardless, but your wife, she's she's a dog,
dead to me.
right? I say I ain't got nothing to do with that. So even while he was getting married, they were going through the note. I said I could throw this ring in the ocean, and we could act like it never happened. He's like, "Come on, man." So this is like everybody. So their first year anniversary, they wanted to have a little get together at a restaurant. We go to the restaurant 7:00. She shows up at 7:45, right? And she had this little tight red number on, and she's came in and said, "Oh, I had to get ready. Does this dress make me look fat?" And I said, "No, your face does." So if you ask my wife about that, she'll laugh because she'll know where it originated.
Get the reference,
right?
Nah.
And so and by the way, they ain't married no more. They was married for like a year.
Shocking.
I mean, with that explanation, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, she I mean, so no. But if my wife asked me, does this dress make me look fat? I would say what every other man would say, that want to still be with that wife.
Correct.
And
that is
you're
why
lovely.
Sometimes just because it may be true, it doesn't mean you gotta say it.
Yeah, but I ain't married to Heat fans.
I'm married to the Heat Nation. Leroy,
you're married to the game.
As a Heat fan, I'm married to the Heat.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
That better be your side chick, because I know one female that would have a problem with all this you talking right now.
Old potty mouth McGee.
Oh yeah. She still has no. I think she just went on like I didn't even realize.
She did not realize that she did that.
Right.
That was wonderful.
A podcast? What was going on here? It was very very strange.
Well, that's when my mother-in-law still asked me, "Are you doing the pod from home today?" The pod. The pod.
Come on, Mima.
I'm like,
cute
Mima,
though. She knows.
We like, yeah.
One story we didn't necessarily cover too much. Russell Westbrook. Traded to the Jazz.
Traded for the Jazz. He's going to get a buyout, and he's going to go with the
Nuggets.
The Nuggets, right?
Yes, indeed. Westbrook to join the Nuggets after Clippers Jazz trade. That's good, because had he gone to the Jazz, I was like, all right, I mean, this is obviously the end of his career, but it just sucks to see an MVP fade off into the distance.
The thing I hate about how Russell Westbrook was treated, that dude ain't never did. He played basketball a certain way.
Yep.
He gave you everything he had. And for some reason, mysteriously, it got to the point where people didn't. It was great, triple doubles and all this. And then all of a sudden, it was like the worst basketball ever played. I mean, he just being who he was, right? Like, I'm not mad at him for like the intensity in which he plays. It's just that everybody got into a mode where you had to be efficient, and his basketball was not efficient.
And last year he kind of took a step back. We're used to him seeing, even though he's lost a step, forcing it offensively. Last year he averaged career lows of 4.5 assists and only 22.5 minutes. But I feel like he played some of the best defense he had ever played. He ranked fourth in field goal percentage allowed. And for the most part, I think was like a fan favorite every time you checked in. But
that's what being a pro is that you start realizing you ain't that guy. And you find other ways.
People never realize that, man. Melo didn't really realize.
Right. Some people never make that adjustment to their game in any sport, right? When you lose a step or two on the football field, you got to be more technical. You got to be more aware of defenses or offenses or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. When we come back, 2 more games left to fill our time slots. One of them is our favorite Friday game. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
That's how we'll end things today. But before we do, we got round 2 of the game, sweeping the nation. More family come back. Will Leroy pull off a victory? Find out next on the Tobin Leroy Show. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Family Feud music in the background, which means it is time to separate the losers from the winners. Right now, J-Fig has a resounding 260-point lead. But as you know, in Family Feud, after a certain while, these points are triple. So I'm going to give you guys the question. Leroy, please remember to ring in this time. Please, we need you to buzz in order to be selected.
All right.
All right, you guys ready for the question?
Ready.
What is a popular pizza topping? Figgy, right out of the gate.
I raised my hand. What are you doing?
Okay.
That's
All right.
messed up.
I'm sorry. That's just what the judges saw.
Can I say now?
Yes.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, show me the pepperoni. Number one answer, J-Fig, would you like to pass or play?
Why would I pass? No. I want to play.
She does not pass. She is on her Kobe Bryant stuff. All right, 3 answers remaining. What is a popular pizza topping, Figgy?
Hawaiian.
Show me the
popular.
I mean, it's on every menu.
Ooh, it is, but it is not one of the top 4 answers, unfortunately. 3 more answers remain. What is a popular pizza topping?
Is this still me?
Yes, ma'am.
Does regular cheese count as a topping?
It is my favorite pizza. I've tried every pizza possible. The best one, good old-fashioned cheese. Show me cheese. No, man. I've had every pizza. When you work at a pizzeria, sometimes you just want the normal one. Wrong answer. J-Fig. Cheese, not on the top 4. Now you got 1 incorrect answer remaining before Leroy has an opportunity to steal. And just a reminder, these points are worth triple. So, J-Fig, what is a popular pizza topping?
Sausage.
If you're from New York, that's how you say it. That's how my mother would say it when she had her coffee. She had her coffee with some sausage. Very strange. Popular pizza topping sausage is the number 3 answer. J-Fig, you now are up to 130 points for this round alone. 2 answers remaining. A popular pizza topping, pepperoni and sausage already selected. The number 2 and number 4 answers available.
Stop that. Olives?
Olives, not one of the top 4 answers, which means Leroy, up to you. Will you be able to steal? 2 answers remaining on the top 4. What is a popular pizza topping?
I can go olives, green peppers.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Okay, exactly. That is all.
I'm giving my answer.
1, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Green peppers.
Green peppers. Show me the peppers. Show me that they're green. What do you say when we hit the scene? Correct answer, Leroy Horty gets the steal. The only remaining answer that you guys did not guess, mushrooms.
Yep.
Pepperoni, mushrooms, sausage.
This pizza sucks.
Nobody.
That's what I'm getting.
Hey,
that's what I'm getting here.
Nobody.
It sucks.
Nobody gets Hawaiian pizza.
But it's on every menu, Leroy.
No,
it is.
not.
It's on every menu. Yeah, you know, you got the
every pizza place. You say Hawaiian, they're gonna give you Hawaiian.
Very interesting. Now, tallying up the score after last round there, Leroy was able to pull off a miraculous comeback thus far. He is up to 160 points, trailing J-Fig by only 100 points after one more round.
It's kind of impossible. Oh, it's 2 answers. Never mind.
Name something people do when they are bored. Whoa! I like J-Fig with the drawbridge approach. You see how she opened up with that one. Leroy with the Eureka. That's what we call the Eureka.
Watch TV.
All right. Show me watch TV. Number one answer.
Oh, I'm playing. Oh, I'm playing.
Oh, I'm playing.
Oh, he's playing. Why would he pass? Name something people, not necessarily you, Leroy. Name something people do when they are bored.
Read.
Read a book, read a book, read a mother bleeping book. The number 3 answer.
News fast.
Indeed. Got it. 2 more answers left. Yeah, you're bored.
Exercise.
Okay, I've never been that bored. I've never been that bored, but let's see. Show me putting in the old Tybo tape. No. Strangely enough, America agrees.
When you're bored?
Yes.
I know some people eat.
Oh, yes. Eat out of boredom. I've been guilty of that as well.
I'm so guilty of that.
Yeah, sometimes you just open up the fridge. What am I here for? Don't even know, but I'll grab this. And unfortunately, not one of the top 4 answers. J-Fig, get ready to steal. Leroy, one more opportunity. Something people do when they're bored.
Sleep.
Let's see. Show me taking a little slumber. Correct. 1 answer left, Leroy. Thus far on this round alone with the double points, you have accumulated 140 points, which would put you above J-Fig. But if you get this wrong, Fig has an opportunity to steal, and all those points go to waste. Name something people do when they're bored.
Go to a movie.
Go to the movie. Show me your movies. The correct answer is not show me the movies. J-Fig, opportunity to steal. Name something people do when they are bored. The number 2 answer is still available.
I want to say clean.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Some people get bored and they start cleaning. That's actually me.
I get stressed. I stress clean. I don't know if I bored clean. Let's see. Show me clean. Incorrect. That's it. Time to reveal the remaining answer. Play video games. Something people do, especially now that college football game is out. Definitely a bunch of people playing games when they're bored. So,
what kind of games, Marcos?
I don't know.
Dude, you know my other thing on Instagram to watch?
What's
people
that?
doing the VR, running in the walls.
Oh, yeah. I don't trust those VRs, man.
Oh, you know the VR is like you're looking through the thing and you're doing stuff.
Yep.
So they're fighting stuff, and then they'll just take off and run and forgetting they're in a room with a wall.
Wow, I'm currently watching these old people make out. This is some sort of soap opera on CBS right now.
Okay, that's weird.
Getting after it. All right, you guys ready? The score. This is crazy. I couldn't have drawn this up better if I wanted to.
I'm sure you did.
Score.
You did this purposely, like you always do.
J-Fig trailing now as we go into the final round. 260 points for J-Fig, an even 300 for our boy Leroy Horde. This one for all the marbles. And we actually have the top 6 answers on the board. Lady, gentlemen, Let's feud. Name an occupation that begins with the letter J. Ooh, Leroy, quick off the draw, Leroy. Janitor. Now, is that one of the top answers? Indeed, the top answer. Leroy, pass or play. Remember, there's 6 responses this time.
This is actually kind of hard.
Yeah, whether or not
I'll pass.
Whoa! Leroy. That was a good move. Strategic, for sure. J Fig. Occupation that begins with the letter J. What you got?
Jousting. I don't know.
Jousting.
It's a hobby.
Jousting. Show me ye old jousting. Incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Occupation begins with the letter J. You have 5 answers on the board here. Figgy, I just need one.
Keep your eyes on me.
Yeah, watch her. Watch her.
You better not be looking at the chat.
He's checking the chat.
Look at me.
Okay.
She's checking the chat.
Oh, is this not my turn? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, being J-Fig.
Being J-Fig. Should be on there. Should be on there if I'm not mistaken. Show me the Figgy. Nah, it's not on there, unfortunately. Being
All right.
J-Fig. Not on there. She has one more opportunity, Leroy. Be prepared to see 5 answers left on the board.
Hey, right here.
Young Figgy.
Okay, is my turn?
Occupation that begins with the
them
letter
little
J.
beady eyes going sideways.
Watch the little beadies.
I'm looking. Okay. Well, you know what they do call Tobin, the guy of many names. A journalist.
Dang,
that's a good one.
That is good.
After that, I'm all out. I have no idea.
The number 5 answer, journalist. There you go. Now we have 4 more answers left on the board. J Fig, give me another occupation that begins with the letter J.
Journal. No, it's not. Journaling.
Geronimo.
I don't know.
All right. And in 3, 2.
Stop it when you do that. It's just worse.
2.
I don't know.
Out of time.
It's right here, Leroy. You're looking.
Be prepared to steal, Leroy. Keep those beadies up here, huh?
Judge.
Let's see. For all the marbles. Show me.
Marcos, hurry up.
Leroy wins.
He looks so right. I need to go check the chat. I'm checking the chat.
More.
I'm checking the chat.
Checking the chat. Actually, I see Judge right there. Mr.
You're looking at the chat. My deception.
Fresh radio. Oh, wow. Leroy with the comeback victory, down by 260 points. Goes. Was that a little dance you just did right there? I see like a little.
Hey, you know what that was?
Yeah.
That was J
Fig
pulling the Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, flopping at the end there. A collapse.
Why are you coming after a team like that?
A letdown. What a comeback.
Hey, J Fig, I learned a long time ago. What's done is done.
What's done is done. And it seems like Family Feud is done and Leroy victorious.
I won some.
Now, when we come back, we will determine who is dead to us as we
I'll
wrap
tell you right
up.
now who's dead to me.
Oh, I think I have a good idea. Wow!
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored by
You're dead to me.
Welcome on into our favorite Friday game.
You're dead to me.
You know, people don't like you because you didn't give the rest of the answers.
For which one? Oh, for the Jays. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to get the break. The answer was number 5 was you need to mind your own business. Number 4 was just get over it. Number 3 was I exited out of the page, so now I have to go back to it. So people won't whine and complain. All right, the rest of them were janitor was number 1, judge was number 2, jeweler number 3, jockey number 4, journalist number 5, and juggler number 6.
Lame.
When was the last time you ran into a professional juggler?
Seriously. Update this list.
I know more J Figs than I know jugglers, to be honest. But enough of that Family Feud shenanigans. Time now to quickly, as we prepare for Hawk and Crowder, go over our dead to me.
You're dead to me.
I'm going to go first. Mine is simple. Not sure if you guys were affected by this directly, but it seems like quite a bit of people were affected by this. Microsoft.
You're dead to me.
This outage this morning caused issues within the facilities here in El Portal. It has delayed flights all across the country. It has messed up the Olympics. It has messed up the Improv. It canceled both of their shows tonight because flights were missed due to this disruption. Paris Olympics report they were disrupted by the global tech outage, but moving along as planned. This Microsoft.
How convenient. How convenient.
Yeah, right? And I've already checked to see if this was maybe a cyber attack of some sort, but no, it just seems to be a technical mishap, of course, sending all IT people across the country into a panic, of course. Luckily, things here were able to get repaired before I got in. But Microsoft for affecting the entire world, delaying flights, ruining the Olympics potentially, and much, much more damage. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Bum. Figgy?
Leroy was literally about to start saying him. Let's not take this away from him.
You're not next. Leroy is next.
So I have a couple of interactions with people who have Android.
Oh.
I wonder who.
I've had about enough of it. Okay.
What do you mean?
Because I'm tired of the little boxes. I'm tired of having to go into a special app so we can communicate in WhatsApp. I can't just text you. I can't FaceTime you. I can't do nothing. My wife and my daughter have Samsung. They use that Android nonsense too. Guess what? It sucks.
You know, it's iPhone's
You
fault.
can FaceTime them on WhatsApp, actually.
No,
You do
on
everything.
WhatsApp. No, that's what I'm saying. I got to go to a different app to contact them because I can't hit FaceTime.
See, but it's iPhone's fault. You know it's iPhone's fault, right? You know it's them that's doing this.
We like to blame you.
They removed their headphone jack. They make you buy attachments for all their laptops.
Don't you guys have the same problem?
This just happened though. This just happened like a year ago. You guys did this a long time ago. You invented the rat tail.
Oh, kind of ahead of the curve.
No, not ahead of the curve. Not because now you guys copied our Type-C. So how ahead of the curve really were you when
Apple
I needed?
Be dead to me too. Stop changing your charging mechanisms.
Yeah,
I got 17 wires that I can't use for none of my things. My new computer don't use my old computer wire. It's torture.
They all use Android chargers now. I want you to know that. But hey, you know what? We'll continue to be, the victim, the scapegoat in all of this.
You're dead to me.
Android users.
I'll think about you the next time you send a picture and it's the size of this on my phone.
It's the worst. J Fig, who is dead to you?
People who waste my time.
Oh, you're dead. What happened?
That's it. Do you really think that we have enough time for that?
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
There's a lot of time wasters in J-Fig's life. That's all you need to know.
Exactly. And guess what? That's why crop happens.
Crop.
That's why I have scissors.
In the hood, we have bam bam. J-Fig got crop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us all week in Tobin's absence. Next week, he returns, kinda, from Indianapolis. I'm going to miss a couple days, but it's all right. Show Pony will be here. Take it out on him.
Do you work anymore?
Working. Overrated. Thank you for joining us. Hawk and Crowder coming up next.
I'll see ya.